Oh, isn't that lovely, Justin? It's beautiful. You love it. You love it. You do. I know you do. It's a lovely little tune there, bopping away. I should have actually put him on screen because he was dancing like Bertha. That's what he was doing. G'day, everyone in the chat. How you doing, Drones Views Media, USA, Drone Flyer, Captain Joe, America, Northside Hawk. How are you, Dom, down there? I think I said AZ Drone Dude. Yes, Akarasho, how are you? Mika Steve, how are you, man? Drone Views Media. We've got that tiny channel here too somewhere along the line. Where is it? Tiny Llama Laura. That's what we call her from now on. Miniature like this she is. One Vision Aerial and Tim Jackson. I think that's around about it. Whatever. I think so. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's get these knuckleheads on, shall we? With Justin and oh, Christ, have a look at that. Anyway, we got Dominic and Tim.
Timmy.
I've never seen you get so excited about Tim coming in.
I'm excited.
Well, you're just jealous, aren't you?
The Whinger. The Whinger.
Yeah, the Whinger. I'm a Whinger.
What are you whinging? What are you whinging about?
I whinge about everything.
Now, here we go. Here's your chance. Have a whinge.
We don't have provolone cheese up here. I'm going to whinge about that.
Well, hang on. Well, here we go. This is a little bit of a saga from last week, I think it was.
Hey.
It's Wooly said they had it, but they haven't got it.
They do have
He
it,
just
but
doesn't want to travel the distance.
I'm not going to drive down there.
Oh, it is down here. You rung them up, did you?
Newsville, yeah, they do have it.
Well, no, hang on. You went down there and they didn't.
No, I called them. I'm not going down there. Probably during the week I will because I'm working down there.
Hey, Ross.
Oh, no. Because so they have got it.
Yeah.
Well, you just said Australia hasn't got it, and now they have. So you
up here
where
I am. I got to go down to Noosa.
Well, Noosa's not far from you, is it? About an hour?
About 30 minutes. An hour.
Well, here we go. Even more reason not to whinge about it. Half an hour. Come on, mate.
Yeah. Fuck you prick.
Jeez, I'll tell you what. Oh, geez. Ross, how are you, mate? Australia. Panoramas. He's still getting some good stuff out of that bloody Ortel he's flying, mate. Nice little drones, those things. I just couldn't use that footage for what I'm doing at the moment. They want the log file from the DJIs. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the log's like on that bloody what do you call it, on the Ortels. I don't know what they're like. If they've got log, I don't know, on those little ones. Who knows? Jim Beauchard, how are you, mate? Speaking of cheese, what do you call an Ethiopian? Oh, here we go. With a yeast infection, quarter pound.
Oh,
That's
cruel. That's cruel.
It's a bit rough. It's a bit rough.
It's Adrian.
Adrian Mateo.
Adrian. Holy hell.
Adrian Mateo Drones. How are you?
JSK Enterprise. Hello again.
Yes, JSK. How are you, buddy? Adrian Mateo Guns. Sorry, not drones. Adrian Mateo Guns. Let's have a look to see how that's going. Should be going all right, actually.
Yeah, I wonder if Adrian got his Starlink now.
I don't know. Was he getting it?
I don't know, but he can get it now. It's
It's been available in our area for a while now.
Yeah.
What's up, Steve? JSK.
Here we go. We've got Adrian Mateo. He's got 471 subscribers now, 45 videos.
Oh, he's getting better.
Oh,
he's getting there.
How many PlayStations did he shoot so far?
He's getting some good. Look at this. Holy shit. Look at the views he's getting on this. 1.4, 5.3, 1.3, 3.6, 10K.
Wow.
Look at this. Look at this. Right. He got 10,000 views on this. Look at the title, right? Is the Panasonic camera bulletproof?
He shot a camera. Oh my god.
He's shooting cameras by the looks.
It's a big, a lot of people over here.
Yeah. 3.6, 6.9, 4.5. Bloody hell. I saw your video the other day too, Justin. It was only up for like an hour and already had like 500 views, mate. That's really good. Really
They
good.
always get really good at the beginning, and then I'll get like a few every day.
Yeah, mine are a little bit. Dave Lorenzo, how are you, mate?
Yeah.
And M-Drone 1, how are you? And Artco. Yeah, look, you know, I had a video, oh, I don't know, a month ago, I guess, and it got like 600 views in a week, basically, right? That was surprising to me because I don't usually get 600. And it can be a bit hit or miss, really, because I might do 100 in the first day, maybe more, but then it'll always end up around about between 200 and 300 on most videos, I guess.
You get more views than most people in the drone community, because I've actually noticed on a lot of channels they seem to average between like 40 to 100 views. That's about where they peter off at.
Right.
Well, yeah, you seem to do a little bit better on views than some of other channels do.
Hi, Mike.
It's unusual for a drone channel, isn't it? Drone channels are funny. Yes, we're going to make our fortune.
Yep.
We're going to make our fortune on YouTube.
Oh.
All right, let's check out Adrian shooting a bloody camera, shall we?
Yep.
Oh, go Adrian. Here we go. Let's check this shit out, shall we? He's probably gone already.
That's probably some rare Panasonic camera too. It's worth like $1,000.
Yeah, look, there it is in the background. Look here, it's a fucking video camera.
Like that's probably some rare model that.
Yeah, he's probably got. It's got a tape in it, right? It's probably got the Kennedy shooting on it.
Yeah,
and he's gonna.
The Kennedy shooting? I don't think it's that fucking old.
Yeah, the VHS or something.
Probably older.
That's not a VHS.
It's probably the mini tapes.
The mini, yeah, I remember.
Because they had a couple of sizes. They had the VHS when they first came out. Then they went to one about that big. I don't know what that is. And then they went, yeah, that's right. You should see the camera that bloody what's his name? They want.
Yeah, that looks like maybe late 90s, early 2000s camera.
Probably. That's when they had them little tapes, wasn't it? Around 2000.
Definitely too old, too new to be fucking 1960s. Matt talking about the Kennedy shooting on there.
It could be there's a footage.
That fucking camera would have needed 3 people to hold it up.
Well, you should see the camera that Jim's got in his garage, right? It's a huge thing, massive. It cost him like 10 grand back in the day, right?
Oh yeah, that movie camera he's got.
Yeah. Anyway,
let's play.
All right, let's play this, eh? Let's have a look. See if
we talked about it longer.
This will be a video using the Glock 26 millimeter.
Watch it just bounce off.
There will
fucking ricochets.
Panasonic camcorder.
Hey, look, it's still got the original sticker on it.
Look! I know this looks like.
Oh, you know what? That must have been when he was doing range tests on video cameras.
Doing a range test.
How far can you zoom in with it?
Holy! Without the battery running out. Return to home, Zoom. Matty, how are you, mate? All right, let's continue on.
Hopefully the bullet will actually go ahead and go through. Glock 26, chamber and 9mm. Ready?
Ooh, extended magazine too. Nice.
Here's the camcorder. The bullet went right through here.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it went all the way through. Look like it stopped right here somewhere. You guys can see that little dent, so it did not go through.
Good point, man.
And shoot it again with full metal jacket, 35 grains, and it stopped it. It did not go through. Adrian A. from Major Mateo Guns, bringing you an.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Now we know. All these inanimate objects that Adrian seems to get a little bit upset with. The saucepan, the PlayStation, and now the Panasonic camera. These things must have done him some harm in the past. He's really taken
lucky
it out.
that
He should
he's
really
lucky
do it.
that hand didn't ricochet, man. You're lucky.
He needs to do it with the FEMI drone.
He gave that away, I think, didn't he?
Just like Mark said, aim the camera right at the bullet.
Yeah. Oh. And put it into like 240 frames a second, right? Press record, and then retrieve the tape after. Look, I don't even know if they got slow motion on that. It says 16 times zoom, I guess that is.
You try
What
with
else
your
am I want?
Bring a Mavic 3 over. We'll give it a shot.
Uncle
man.
Bill.
The Mavic 3. Fuck it
Well, there you go, mate. If you wear a camera around your neck,
Yeah.
pretty safe. Pretty safe.
Most definitely.
Good test there, Adrian. Well done.
Definitely.
Just see you making a bulletproof vest out of old camcorders.
That's it. That's what we.
Most certainly.
That's what they call anger management.
Anger management, brother. That's what it is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nah, probably wouldn't, mate. That's for sure. Yeah. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if it was slow motion. The slow motion, if you do it in post and all that, was pretty cruddy with those cameras. I'm not even sure of the frame rate on them.
Ron's camera could catch one of his bullets. That does what, 900 and something frames, that fucking Sony camera?
Oh, yeah, he does some real slow motion shit.
I bet that thing could catch a bullet.
Yeah.
Slow mo.
Now, what did he have? He had the hummingbirds, didn't he?
Yeah, and it looked
Yeah.
like they were just still.
Yeah. And they're just going flap, flap. That's some pretty good shit, that right there.
Can you do that again, Justin?
We're gonna have to bring up the Asus thing again.
No.
Yeah.
I have to show that video. Tim got a new
No.
job at the Asus plant.
Kiss
Yeah.
my ass.
A Zeus plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he? What's he
Yeah.
doing?
I don't know. I'll show you.
Ending pins.
No, this one YouTuber did a video and he got a motherboard from Asus, and he went to open up the socket, and all the fucking pins were all bent inside already.
Yep.
So I sent it to
Crazy.
David and Sean, and I said, I think Tim got a job at Asus.
What was that, on the chip, or was it on something else?
Motherboard.
No, yeah, it was on the motherboard when you pull up the
Right, that's
socket
it, a motherboard. Yeah.
to put the CPU in. They were
That's what I'm
already
saying,
all-
the chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't the chip. It
Right,
was what
right.
the chip went into.
Oh, that.
It was all.
Show him.
fucked
Show
up.
him the video. Show him the
Yeah.
video.
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Steve, how are you, mate?
Yeah, it was Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Text. That's the guy.
It was at 6 something. Oh yeah, right here.
Michael, Fly Zone Drones.
Fly Zone, how are you, mate?
There you go. Yeah.
Righto. Have we got audio this week?
Perfect.
Yeah.
For the Mega Man build.
Just watch.
Well, do you want to know what happened when I opened it up? There's an entire row of smash pins at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course, I immediately have my my brand manager who works in.
So he ends up getting a hold of them. They send him another board, and then
Yeah.
same thing.
Two board. Another two board.
Smash pins in both of them.
that must have been Tim's afternoon shift or some shit.
Yeah.
What was it, mate?
Right. Right.
Yeah,
That was his Friday evening shift when he was ready to go home.
ready to go
Yeah,
home,
ready.
mate. Yeah,
These boards.
half hour before knockoff.
Yeah.
Just slam these fucking things in.
I just put a stone inside and closed it, and that took care of it.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
man.
And
Yeah.
potentially that's just ASUS's board, so I don't know.
Oh shit.
Give me a second,
I'm
Dustin.
gonna-
I'll send you that.
I'm gonna stick with MSI, I reckon. Fuck it.
Are you gonna upgrade your computer to be like mine?
I'm gonna eventually upgrade. Yeah. When I
Like
get the
mine,
money,
yeah.
I'm broke.
Yeah. Is it gonna be better than mine, you reckon?
No, nothing's better than yours. I mean,
No.
can't beat
I
that.
was gonna say, mate. I've really messed with this one. It's, when I started up, the whole suburb hums.
Yeah, I reckon.
That's why you need it.
Did you get the graphics card yet?
No, I haven't had time to go and get the graphics card yet.
Yeah, they sent him a third one, and it was the wrong color. It was supposed to be white, and it was black.
What was?
Motherboard that Jay-Z got.
Yeah, because it was. They actually make white motherboards, so you don't have to have just a plain black one in your system. You can go with like an all white one. They're kind of rare. They don't make a lot of them, but they do
Why
have.
does
a
it
couple
matter when
models.
you have RGB anyway? You have RGB on your motherboard anyway, so why does it matter? I don't understand.
Well, not everybody has RGB on their motherboard, but what I'm saying is it's just so if you do like an all black case, it kind of stands out in the case.
Yeah, I haven't got.
Some
Hey,
people
what
like-
do you reckon?
Oh, go ahead.
What do you reckon about water cooled?
Yes,
Really?
best thing to have. Yep.
No shit. Oh no.
But get a good one though.
Just get a list from Sean of stuff you. Just tell him Sean what you want, and then he'll pick the stuff that's gonna work.
He'll
He'll go
probably
through. He'll go through PC Builder, and
He'll
it'll
go
come
through. Nah, he'll go through the list that I supplied to him a while ago.
Oh, there we go.
Well, because he rang me up and he goes, Matty,
Matty.
Matty. Oh, God.
goes, oh, what do I get, mate? And I said, all right, I'll send you a list, mate. Here we go. Put the prices next to it too. Give him the discount code, Matty, right? And you'll get 50% off.
Discount code. Matty.
Mm, yeah. White components. Yeah. It's best. I don't drink during the week again. I spend enough time at
Peter
dehydrating.
Carroll.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I
Hey,
don't
Peter,
drink
how are you,
during
mate? Put a sprinkler inside the case. Oh, Pete's got the solutions for a lot of issues.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. Pete's
All
right.
right.
Isn't it?
That'll work.
I mean, you got a point there, Bill. And he was one. They were actually one of his sponsors.
Yeah, but look how many sponsors he has. Jay-Z. Far out.
That's mental. But I mean, when it comes down to it, well, the second one was like that too. Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah.
How often would that happen? Really, no one would be expecting anything like that. No, I knew someone who got a shitload of bloody thermal paste in theirs.
Say what?
Thermal paste.
Really?
Yeah,
Inside where you put the
Yeah.
CPU.
yeah. He put it on wrong. All right.
It's supposed to go on the CPU, not the fucking.
Yeah. Anyway, ended up with all sorts of shit flying around that one. Anyway, yeah, got the gurney onto it. Blew it all out and then just chucked it back in again. Blow it out with a hairdryer too, or a leaf blower. One of the two. Leaf blowers.
You just clean it with alcohol. That's the
Meth.
best way to get it on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isopro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always got a bottle of Isopro here. Although I haven't done it for a while, I used to, after I drowned my Mavic Pro, I used to carry Isopro around with me all the time because I'm always flying through water and stuff. And I used to take it with me just in case it did go in. I could just get straight onto it and just spray the bastard. and that's the best way to fix that issue.
Mhm.
And if you can, open it up too, because only a few screws and you've got the thing open. Just start spraying. Get rid of that water straight up.
I use it on my keyboard too. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually had that problem with my charging port on my phone the other day.
Yeah.
I could see something in there, so I took a really small push pin, and I was able to get it in there without touching the charger port. And I picked out a piece of plastic, and then what I did was I just dumped a little alcohol in there, switched it around, then dumped it out, let it dry out for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Cleaned it
How
right
did
out.
you get
It was because on the bottom of my phone, I took the little door thing off because it's a pain in the ass. And then I kind of shaved around it because the design of this case, the chargers wouldn't go in all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was shaving it, a piece of it went down in there.
Ah.
Yeah.
And I
use
didn't
it.
realize
Use the error, mate. I'll tell you what I did the other day. I went for a ride on the scoot, right? And I was looking at Officeworks or, whatever. Anyway, I was looking at Officeworks for portable power, right? And I'm thinking, okay, look at this. Oh, they're a couple $100 for a good one. They're a decent sort of size and all this sort of shit.
Yeah.
And then I had a freaking brainwave, absolute brainwave, right? Dumb bastard. I've got the connectors on my Mavic 2 batteries, right? And I've got one battery which I don't fly with because one of the cells are a little bit dicky, right? So that just sits there and does bugger all. Guess what? That's my power pack. And it charges. It fast charges the phone.
Well done.
It's brilliant. I can get about 2 or 2.5 charges out of my phone. So like long rides and stuff like that I was doing, it was depleting my battery to about 20%. So once it gets to 20%, I just put it in the front thing, put a little lead on, off you go.
Hold on.
Power bank.
So if you're using your phone in your car, it's not giving your phone enough power to why you're using it?
Yeah.
To keep it
in my car?
Yeah, you said you plugged it into your car, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I misunderstood you then.
No, I was on my scooter.
Oh, your scooter. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking car for some reason.
No. So anyway, it works really, really well. So on a long ride, and I'm still running my GPS because I'm lost, right? It went 20% to 60%. So it's charging really nicely. So Mavic 2 battery that I can't fly with, second lease of life.
Well
I
done.
got this big bastard my company gave me.
Yeah, I've got a really big one.
I don't ever use it. Just sits in this case down here.
I wonder what the postage is on that.
Have you thought about investing in a power pack like Uncle Bill got though for your when
One
you're
of
out
those really
you're moving?
big ass ones?
Like for
The
when you're out
inverter.
doing your drone stuff, you can plug your phone, your
The
drone
inverter.
batteries.
The inverter you got.
No, I got the inverter. No, I think he means one of those really big, camping
portable.
style ones.
Yeah, it's a portable power station.
Idiot.
He's first.
Hey, John.
No, I haven't because I'm finding that I've got well and truly enough batteries, and batteries mean a shitload of time these days, So I get, between 30 and 35 minutes just on one Mavic 3 battery, So and you got 3 of them, and there's an hour and a half's worth of bloody flying. If you can't get your footage in an hour and a half, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. Give up.
Plus
Well,
6 Mavic 2 batteries. So
We've seen your flying, so
yeah. Well, we haven't seen yours, mate, because you always crash. So
Yeah.
Well, I got a question. How long is the battery, the flight time if you keep it in sport?
well, I never fly in sport. Oh, well, actually, I do. I don't know, mate. I mean, you'd have to just fly flat out in sports mode just to see how long that lasts. I don't know. I've never tried that. I just know. Well, I just said on Brian's show too. That last video that I put out in the city, that was one Mavic 3 battery. One.
That was one battery.
All of that
Yeah.
footage. Yep.
That was a good,
Brilliant.
good video.
It was good fun, man. Really good fun.
stop spamming the chat, JDS.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
JD, hey, do it all
Gotta
you
wait for
like,
Sarah to
mate.
get here.
Well, Sarah, where is Sarah too? She hasn't sent me a dad joke of the week yet.
Hey, Andy. I'll speak to Andy.
He's eating at the moment, so
Hey, Andy.
Okay, I guess we'll get one in a minute. Andy, how are you, my man?
Yeah.
Still working on a date, Andy, to come down to Adelaide. So we'll get that sort of stuff sorted. Go flying with Andy again. That'll be really good.
Brent, eat more possum. Howdy.
Eat more possum. Why wouldn't
Hey,
you?
how you doing?
Thing. Who sent me a message?
Oh.
It's the tail. What are you sending me, Laura?
Oh, I need a beer.
Yeah.
oh,
time
not
again.
another short.
I tell you what, I've stopped drinking, right? Because the last month or so, anyway, I've had a few bloody symptoms and whatever. Anyway, so I've gone off and got scans and all sorts of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've ended up with an extreme fatty liver, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he reckons. Extreme. That's what they wrote down.
I've noticed something though. I stopped drinking during the week now. I've noticed that I can't get to sleep. Like it will take me an hour and a half to get to sleep.
Yeah, well, this is the problem. If you start relying on that to go to sleep, it becomes a bit of an issue.
That's the problem. Yeah.
But
I feel a lot better during the week though.
Well, it's
During
like
the
a
week, I feel
crackhead that can't stop shaking when they don't have it, you know?
Blind Neil.
I like how you associate it to a crack. Oh my god!
actually, Jim, there'd be a good job for you at the hospital, mate, on an ECG machine if they ever run out of power there. Oh, we got Tim here. Quick, hook the needle up.
No, the shaking went away. I don't shake every day now.
Good.
Not drinking during the week has helped a lot. Yeah. But I eat a lot more.
Well, the thing is when you have syphilis that bad, if you don't get the penicillin shot,
Exactly.
it causes shaking. You'll just be like, they'll think you have fucking Parkinson's or something.
It looks like he's waving at everybody. Oh, look at this friendly. Isn't he so friendly? Hi, everyone.
That's what he did. That's what he did to Rodney that day. Hey, hi.
Yeah, he did too. Yeah. Hi, Rodney.
Hi, Rodney.
I think I was drunk that day too. Hi.
No, impossible.
No. Oh, man. David.
I like that. So you don't jerk off when you pee anymore. That's nice.
No, it actually hits the toilet.
Now it's deliberate. You look like a Pope sprinkler on the front lawn.
You got that right, Mark.
So what did they? So what's the solution to that then?
Well, number one, stop drinking. What's happening too? It was the alcohol, and there's a lot of sugars and shit like that in the mix that I use as well. You know, like the dry ginger that I use with my bourbon, right? So cutting that out, number one, is a fantastic thing. It's not only good for your liver not to drink, but you know, it's your pancreas and all that sort of shit too when it comes to all those sugars.
Kind of been on barbecuing.
What the doctor actually said to me, and this is before Dennis came here too, because he told me that the most healthy barbecue to have is a burnt one. So I've been practicing that. I started actually when Dennis. Yeah, and when Dennis was here, it was my first attempt, and I did all right. There was a little bit of stuff there that was nicely cooked, but the rest of it was burnt nicely. So Dennis benefited as well. You know?
Could you imagine if the doctor told Matt you just can't eat barbecue no more?
Oh, he would go crazy.
That wouldn't be ideal.
That's when he would turn the Mavic 3 on and just
put it in sports mode and press up.
You know.
Oh dear! What you need for a fatty liver?
How did you get a fatty liver when you don't drink a lot? You don't drink that much. I mean,
well, it doesn't have to be. And you know what? You know what does attribute to a fatty liver, and that's vaping. Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And if you, because there's lots of studies coming out now about. That's why I rang you, Dominic. I was saying,
Yeah.
what's going on, mate? Anyway, so there's lots of studies now. Obviously, they've only just sort of started this sort of shit because it's sort of like a new thing, you know. So all this information's coming out now about the vape and causing fatty liver and all sorts of stuff. So, you know, there's got to be something. There's got to be something in it. You know, it can't be healthy. I mean, it's not healthy.
Oh,
Did you hear?
nothing's healthy.
Did
No.
you hear that they're banning it anyway over here?
I heard something about that. I haven't even looked into it.
All they're going to do is send everybody back to cigarettes.
It's
Yeah.
the laws
Yeah,
that they're
definitely.
doing too. They're trying to pass the immigration laws. Are going to change very shortly.
Yeah.
Vaping, a lot of.
All right, you ready for funny shorts of the week?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a shorts format.
Justin trying to get out of the damn chair. Okay, keep going.
Being the expert lip reader, I was asked if I knew what Prince Louis was saying in this clip. I've studied this for at least 2 hours, and I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's saying, fuck Joe Biden.
Rather get the cheese or blowjobs for the rest of your life.
Blowjobs all day. I'm the same.
I'm
fucking yeah, they hurt my jaw.
What the hell is that?
Just watch, and then I pull the comments up. Wait till you see the comments. This
How
is
you
an
doing?
art exhibit called the Continental Breakfast.
Oh my!
Drive through McDonald's.
And then
I
look,
guess tuna salad it is. Roast
I
beef
guess-
for breakfast.
I'm glad they put a sneeze shield on that
Please
device.
shield on the fuck it up.
Wowzers.
Where did you get? You sent me that one about the army, and it says what? Oh my god!
Okay, so
Said
the one with the
blowjob.
army, because it's a little hard to hear. He says, "Would you give up cheese or blowjobs?" And he said, "Definitely blowjobs." And he goes, "I know they hurt my jaw."
And that's a guy saying it.
Okay.
A guy saying it. It was funny as hell.
Yeah, that's right, JDS. That's exactly
Margie.
right.
So
Uh,
would you like to visit that art exhibit called the Continental Breakfast?
Yeah. Bring my
Say
knife
no.
and fork. Bring my knife and fork and my eating utensils.
Yeah.
And
How you doing?
yeah, it is the inside of your mouth, isn't it?
Oh my god!
Legalize cannabis and ban the vape. Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Mm.
Fully valid.
Well, you might as well go get some cigarettes, Dominic, because that's going to be your only option.
Yeah, I'll go start smoking.
So what are they doing, Tim? I heard something about recreational. All right, they're banning recreational.
They're banning it everywhere. They're
I think what
if
they're
it
trying,
gets
what they're
passed-
trying to do is they're trying to keep it out of kids' hands.
Yeah.
if it gets passed though, they said that it's going to be banned everywhere. I don't know.
So is it, when you say recreational, is it like you got to go to a doctor and get a prescription for it?
Yeah.
You have to
Well, that's
now.
what they're trying to do.
you
But
have
they
to
tried
now
that
anyway.
18 months ago, and it didn't get anywhere.
No, because it's so easy to get a doctor certificate, and even still, the suppliers of the nicotine will ask you if you've got one, right? But whether you have or not, they will send it anyway, basically, because it's
will.
up to you. It's up to you whether you've got one or not. You know, it's not up to them.
Dominic, if you ever want to get out of that communist country, just come on over to Florida.
Yeah, I will.
And the immigration laws that they're changing is they're going to be a lot harder. They're just not going to give money like they've been doing for the last 10 fucking years.
Hold on, when you say immigration, what the hell does immigration have to do with vaping?
No, I said the immigration laws, and then there's vaping laws coming
Oh.
out. There's a lot of shit coming out.
Yeah,
okay.
they're bored again, so they have to make up some new laws.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now if somebody comes over here, they give them money to fuck. Oh, it's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's every now and again they shake, rattle, and roll, don't they? You know.
Yeah.
I can't
It
get
is.
Yeah, but I'm paying for it
channel.
through my taxes. My taxes are paying for them to fucking. Anyway.
Mm. Yeah, man.
Mm.
Yeah. So anyway, few changes in my
Hopefully.
household. At
You better be
Well,
careful, Matt.
How did you know you had a fatty liver? You had to get a blood test or what?
no, I had an ultrasound, right?
Mhm.
But I had symptoms.
Congratulations.
What?
Congratulations.
Thank
What?
you.
What
having a
symptoms
kid?
did you have?
Boy, girl.
What symptoms did you have?
Really loose bowel, right? It was
Right.
yeah, all that shit, and a different color, right? So that changed color as well. It was, anyway, so I went and got because he was looking for other stuff too, you know, like pancreas and all that sort of shit. Because you know, and when you see on the form, he's looking for a pancreatic lesion. That's not a good thing. So anyway, that was all good. And the liver's obviously trying to tell me something. So I got to cut out a lot of shit, you know, and you got to, otherwise, you know, it's toes up, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's not good.
Well, you can go toes up in Vegas too if you got enough money.
Oh my god.
It'd be great too.
Yeah,
Enjoy that.
you can only vape if you got your Part 107.
Yes,
Yeah, because you're creating too many clouds in the sky.
exactly.
Yeah, that's where all these storms are coming from.
Yeah.
All these
Yeah.
vape clouds.
I'd be careful, Matt. You get too big over there, and they're liable to start regulating you.
Yeah.
They've already tried that, knocked it on the head just like that, because they tried to make money out of me. You know, it goes, oh, look at this, we can make money out of this bloke. Not likely, right? They hit me up, right? I got a phone call from government things, and they said, Matty, and I said, yeah, what's going on? What is going on? And anyway, they tried to get a cut, right? Just like Justin, they tried to get a cut of my subscribers.
Yeah.
I gave him.
So Elbow gave you a call and said, "We're going to put a tax on."
Yeah, yep. And I said, "No, you're not. I'm like IKEA. You can't touch me, right? This is a franchise that we're working with here, mate. You know, and
Yeah.
So,
when
like, you're like IKEA, cheap and easy to put together.
Yeah.
I'm cheap and easy. I don't know about putting me together, but cheap and easy, that describes me like that. It's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. Cheap and easy. Yeah. Mine doesn't come with instructions.
Joe wants to know if it's a boy or girl too.
With what?
Your ultrasound.
The ultrasound.
Oh. What would you call it?
A little Maddie.
A little fat bastard. That's what it is.
Yeah, I found that, my boy. I've had that problem before.
Please elaborate on that.
What?
He said he was agreeing with Mudball. I said, please elaborate.
Yeah.
I kind of want to hear this story.
No, I don't. Whatever happens on an IKEA table stays on the IKEA table.
Oh, so what could be done on the IKEA table, mate?
Apparently, we need to get a black light and find out.
Whole room would be glowing.
So how the hell did you get it on the ceiling?
Exactly. Be cleaning off that roof a couple of times.
That's what I call a power burst. Usually only happens the first time.
Yeah.
I get it.
Remember what that's like, Tim? Probably not. Yeah, cheap and easy.
Dick.
I
need a beer. Talking about all this fatty liver shit.
You still seeing that chick there, mate?
No. I ain't
You're
seen
not.
No, fuck that. Toxic.
What happened?
Well,
Did you
their
actually
internet
meet her?
wasn't good enough.
Is it?
What? Fuck you,
Do what
dog.
Adrian does. Do what Adrian does. Find yourself a girlfriend with good internet.
Yeah.
That should be his first question, Matt.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Hey, how you going? Yeah. No.
Yeah. What's your internet speed?
What's your internet speed? Well, put it this way: how long would it take me to upload a 3 gig video? And if the answer is more than half an hour, go get another girl.
Yeah. Very good.
Mm.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, that sucks, Tim.
No, it don't.
It don't.
I can't afford a woman. Fuck that.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Well, how much do you pay her an hour, mate?
Fucking hell, man. I like how you twist and turn shit.
No,
But,
they're only as expensive as you make them, mate. And if they don't hang around because you're not spending money on them, it doesn't matter anyway, does it?
Mm.
just issues, man. When you find out they have issues, you don't know.
It's whenever they bring their toothbrush over, Tim's like, nope, that's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck out.
Don't give them the top drawer, Tim. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, right.
It's just when he wakes up the next morning, they're still there. Didn't I leave money on the nightstand for you? Why
Yeah.
are you still here?
Oh, that's
Why-
right.
I
Money,
used
money
to
on the
be.
nightstand and see you later.
Is that the one that goes morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking short. That I love it. That was morning.
Says morning. Tim says, why are you still here?
Told you to be out. Oh well, geez, Tim. Okay. Well,
No.
everyone's got issues, though, Tim. I mean,
I don't need anybody in my life. Nope, nope.
yeah.
Well, you can just boot him off the panel
Yeah.
Shut up, Justin.
then.
You don't need anyone in your life, and yet you're on all the live streams. You do, mate. You do.
Oh, on social media, it's fun, like hanging around with people, and that's the only. Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe he likes
Yeah.
dudes.
What?
There's a lot of dudes on here, isn't there?
Oh,
It's
for
a fucking
fuck's sake.
sausage fest.
I'll be right back. I'm getting a beer.
Yeah. It's a sausage fest.
It is. Margie's here, though.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Have
But
you
I'm
seen?
staying on the panel.
Have you seen how big Tim is? Though I don't think a fatty liver's really in
Yeah.
the works for him.
I don't think he's got a liver left to be fat.
What's up, Dustin?
I like how Justin thinks I'm a midget. I love it.
No,
You
I
are
didn't say a midget. Just
I'm
really
not that short.
Yeah, we
I'm not
went
that short.
through this on
How
Paul
tall are
Rogers
you, Tim?
earlier.
About 5'11". I'm shorter than you are. I know that.
Yeah. He's 5'11".
Mm-hmm. 5'10", 5'11". Yeah. Around.
I'm right under
You said-
6'2".
Yeah, you said 178 earlier.
Now you're just over 6'2", are you, Justin?
No, I'm right under 6'2", like right.
Oh,
under.
right. Okay.
6'1 3/4.
You'd
Yeah.
be about the same height as Matt and Ari.
I'm 6'2", yeah. Ari, I think Ari's taller than me.
I think
Ari.
Ari's like 6'3". I'm not,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
because I think I go up to like his jaw. Oh,
You come up to his groin from what I saw.
Mm.
Now, who have we got here? Uncle.
yeah.
Ah,
Cheers,
Bill.
everybody. Cheers, everybody. Fuck me, dude. Avada.
He said I'm
Good
6'2"
evening.
with stiletto heels.
Sorry about that. There you go. Fixed. Nobody important, just me. What's up, guys? Interesting
Hey,
conversation tonight. I was
Always.
trying to keep up.
Talking
Trying to
about
solve
the
world
ailments.
peace.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you have that going on. Take care of it, brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Drinking's for morons.
Mm,
Yeah, hey, there you go.
Exactly.
Fucking
It is.
DJI. DJI caused you to drink, Bill.
Streaming causes me to drinking. Actually.
If it wasn't for the Avada, you wouldn't be drinking.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jim.
I think our channel single-handedly made the Avada a popular drone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, what are they yelling about all the
Everybody-
time? I have to try it.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, No, I'm gonna keep drinking until they tell me I can't.
Exactly.
Hey, Jim.
You just
John.
keep doing things until you're told you're not.
I've been
not allowed
told
anymore.
not to.
Yeah,
I've
no,
got
and this seriously, you're great. You're a nice guy and
Brad Blaylock.
a talented guy, and I'd hate to see you, ignore that. And so many people are self-destructive and just don't care and just continue to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear. I'm glad to hear you're taking care of it. Meanwhile, one drink's not enough for me. I'm going to drink this one too.
Okay.
Let me ask, Matt, do you eat a lot of veggies with your dinner?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That helps.
Yep. I have a really healthy diet, really, because I went because they sent me to this dietitian fella, and he's running through it with me. Okay, what do you eat on a daily basis and all this sort of shit? And I said, oh, well, I have this and that, blah, blah. And he's looking at it and he's going, well, what about McDonald's and all that sort of shit? And I said, oh shit. I said maybe once every 6 months, depending on where I am. I don't eat a lot of takeaways and I cook a lot. And he's looking at my diet and he's going, well, that's a really sort of healthy diet. So he did a few other suggestions and stuff with carbs and all that sort of thing. But everything else is, because my cholesterol level is really low, it's it's.
I bet one of the questions on the questionnaire was, do you burn barbecue? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was one of the questions.
I told you
I
that's
just can't
clean.
believe
Yeah.
this is what boggles my mind. I mean, I drink a hell of a lot more than you. I don't have a fatty liver.
Well, when's the last time you went to the doctor?
About a month ago.
Did
Nothing's
they do
wrong
an
with my liver.
There's no room for that. It's probably shriveled up to about that big.
Yeah. Did you ask them you had a fatty liver? You got to
Yeah,
ask them.
they checked for everything. Yeah, they checked. For
Did you
everything.
have a scan?
That's all right.
Did you have a scan? Not just
I had
a
an
blood test.
ultrasound. I had everything. I had a blood test.
Ultrasound, okay.
ultrasound, everything.
What did you
I
have
did
the
not have-
ultrasound on?
I had that down in Noosa.
Where did you have the ultrasound? As in what section of the body?
They checked everything. They checked my side right here. They checked everything. I don't fucking. Said I'm fine. Blood test came back good. And I drink a hell of a lot more than you do.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's
it's
weird.
It's all about it's genetics. It's genetic. Everybody's different. You can't.
Yeah.
You were born. You were genetically predisposed. You can drink a lot.
But it is
Hey, Jack.
like me stop drinking during the week. It's helped a lot. I have more energy, fucking everything. But I can't get to sleep for like an hour.
Well, you know what? Don't let that push you back into drinking during the
No,
week
no.
if that's what you want to stop, because your body will get used to the fact that you're going to sleep without it.
Yeah, but drunk sleep isn't good sleep anyway. I go to sleep after having a few drinks on the stream, and I wake up feeling like shite in the morning. So it's that's not good. You just got to wear yourself out a little bit, not too much, because even that's no good either.
Yeah.
You want to have a nice, relaxed sleep. You know what you could do? You could put on Justin's stream, and you'll sleep like a baby.
Right to sleep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, replace it with drugs.
Yeah, that's a solution.
Yeah.
If you want to get off meth, you do pills instead. Much safer.
Yeah.
Oh, my liver is fine, but my pancreas is. Oh God.
Said a young guy, like 30 years old at work, had his pancreas removed.
Really? Oh, God.
Had his pancreas what?
Removed.
Yeah.
Yep.
He can't have had it removed.
Why?
Well, you can't live without it.
You can't? Let me look it up. I know, he had pancreatic surgery, whatever they did to him.
You can get part of it removed, and you can get your gallbladder removed.
Gallbladder
Part
can
of
be
it, because mostly because of cancer, they have part of it removed, but you can't go.
Yeah, you
without
have
a
to.
pancreas.
You can
Let me see.
remove part of the pancreas.
I don't know. I don't know. I still got mine. I'm pretty sure I still have mine.
Now,
If
if
you're
you said
monetized, you
spleen,
can.
maybe it's the spleen that he had removed, because you can live with that.
No, it's pancreas. I remember because there's actually an old buck. There's an old buck at work that's got
Thanks,
pancreatic.
Margie.
He's dying of pancreatic
No
cancer.
worries.
Guy at work.
No worries, Margie.
Is he 30 years old?
You can
No,
have
no,
one.
he's not.
Yeah.
You guys were talking
Hello,
over me. There's
boys.
another. I would
You can have
remember
one
if it was.
kidney removed. Chuck.
I would remember if it was something other than pancreas, because stuck in my mind because there is a older fella who runs a league and he's dying of pancreatic cancer.
Yeah,
Mm.
you can have half of it removed.
Okay, it is possible to live a healthy life without a pancreas, but doing so requires ongoing medical care. Pancreas removal causes diabetes and can change the body's ability to digest food. This requires lifelong diabetes treatment, including eating a low sugar, low carbohydrate diabetes diet. So there you go. So you can live without your pancreas. You guys are lying to me again, bastards.
Well,
I never
didn't
thought
know
you could
that.
live without your pancreas. I mean, it's a major.
Yeah, you have to have insulin injections.
I don't know. I had my nuts disconnected. That was pretty major to me. I'm still going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you didn't have them removed. You only had the
Yeah, I know, but they're just for decoration now. They just kind of hang out there.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
My mom
Go
lived
back
with
to-
leukemia for 20 years.
Right.
So,
How are you, chap? You've had what? Sorry, Tim?
my mother had she lived with one kidney for 20 years, I think.
Oh, you can do that. One kidney. You can live on
Yeah.
one kidney.
Well,
That's all right.
kidneys are actually regenerative too.
No, liver is.
liver
Is it the
liver
liver?
liver is
Liver.
regenerative.
Liver.
Liver,
Oh, liver.
yeah, the liver.
Liver can be rejuvenated.
And it's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Fucking
With
hell.
onions.
Oh, I think the liver and kidneys and all that are the most disgusting tasting things. Ugh.
Mm.
I hate them. Oh my god! And
Yeah.
I always remember this too when I was growing up. My grandmother comes out and she goes, "Yeah, blah blah blah," comes out with an ox tongue on my plate. Right, it had the taste buds all over it, and no,
Yeah,
I want
I'm
to
not
taste
into
food
that.
that can taste me back. You know, that's what's funny though. As you get older, it's funny why do all old people like liver? You know, why do all old people? I mean, your tastes change. I don't know. Maybe because you can't taste anything more, and you need that strong, pungent. I'm not a fan of liver. I can eat
No,
it.
no,
That was just a joke. I
lamb
mean, what I used to like to do is you overcook it so it's
Right.
crispy.
I don't
Less-
like liver.
and
I
then
don't
put
care
blue
how you
cheese
serve it.
or eggs. Or,
still got that pungent sort of taste to it, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Liz-
yes, sir.
Hey Jody. Hey Jody. How are you?
Lifetime of filtering poisons and waste out of your system, they'll do that.
Lloyd and
Yeah,
Chuck, how
man.
are you?
I've read that, Mark.
They did liver and onions at Sarah's work in the cafeteria like was it 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I think they only sold like 2 or 3. The lady said that was it.
Oh, that's sick.
They
That's
ended up
sick.
throwing- Everybody was pissed when they did it.
Okay, if you like liver, how do you serve it? Like with onions, a little sauce.
Brilliant.
That's the only way that you're gonna fucking be able
Fry it, cut it thin, fry it crispy.
to.
Yeah.
You know, you could do it like that, serve it with eggs or something strong to go with it, you know. Or there was something I had a whole bunch of chicken livers at this one restaurant I was running. And I didn't know what to do with it. And I had a chef tell me, "What you do? Saute it up with some peach brandy and some clean, and then finish it with clean peaches. And then the sweetness, she actually put the juice from the clean candy. The sweetness from the peaches took that away from it. You know, that strong, earthy taste away from it.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. People liked it. I went
And
through
you
about 20 pounds of chicken livers.
Then you just take out the liver and eat the peaches.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm missing the point there. But
Yeah, I know, but
and chicken livers aren't as strong as beef liver anyway,
Mm.
no.
or human liver.
My mother liked liver. Ooh.
I'm not a big fan of organ meats.
That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
when I was younger, I hated Brussels sprouts, but now I
I'm
love
not,
them.
I'm not an awful person.
Now I love them.
See, I always took the gizzards out of the chicken and would boil them up and just give them to the dogs to eat.
Mm.
Throw them in a little pan of boiling water.
Yep.
Oh my
like
god,
football.
Don makes tacos out of liver.
Fried chicken livers is a southern thing. You bread them and fry them and chew on them for half an hour.
Yeah.
Hi, Jim.
I can't. No.
But anyway, I'm sorry to hear about your liver issues.
Sorry, mate, I'm just seeing an email. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's oh look, the last time actually, no, it was last week, last weekend actually, when I was on Rodney Bell's show.
Rodney
I'd
Bell.
had a couple that night. And the last video I put out, I was pretty well gone when I was editing that too. So which I don't know. I like having a drink when I'm editing because I don't know. I get to a place where I'm sort of drifting away into what I'm doing. A lot of people. I don't know. You look at people from the past and they're like, "Oh, I've got to be on drugs to write music and all sorts of shit." I don't have to do it when I'm editing, that's for sure. But I like doing it when I'm editing because I start to get a little bit more inventive and shit. For some reason, I don't know. But anyway, it won't be a huge loss to me. It's not a huge loss out of my life to stop drinking. That's neither here nor there.
That's what's funny too. Because my father drank himself to death. The dad that I have down here is my stepfather. He raised me, but he drank himself to death. My grandfather was an alcoholic on my mother's side, so it's not like I don't have an experience in that. I'm not an alcoholic. I just play one on YouTube because
you just play one.
He's on YouTube every day.
The only time I ever drink, I have it when I'm streaming. I don't know. I just feel no. That's not true. I'll have a drink after work and then I'll leave. Sometimes once in a blue. That's even that I don't do it very often because I don't even keep booze around the house unless I know I'm going to be going on. Like this. I bought this for the weekend.
What is that there, mate? What is that?
This is a mix because it was on sale. It was Bailey's Irish Cream Light. And it was only $9 for a bottle of Bailey's. I said, I'll buy that. And then I thought I'd try some cheap brand of peanut butter whiskey. And it doesn't even taste like peanut butter. It just tastes like Canadian whiskey. So not bad. So I just mixed that together with this for a light drink.
Yeah.
And this is new, and I'm not crazy about it, but I have to. It was expensive, so I got to drink it now. It's made by Monster, but it's not an energy drink.
6% alcohol. Holy shit!
Yeah, you were telling us last week about that.
Try Four Locos if you want to get fucked up quick.
It's a weird beer. It's a malt beverage, and it's flavored with the Monster flavors. They got all the different Monster flavors, but there's no energy drink to it. I mean, that'd be a bad idea. Energy drinks and booze is how you get in trouble. You just keep drinking all night until your brain shuts down.
They're not heavy Drindlers. What is that?
Look at it, beer goggles. Good on you, Lloyd.
But the good thing about it, Matt. But the good thing about it, I mean, it's not a good thing. But the good thing about it is you can fix it. You can help.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Because as I said, I haven't got a really unhealthy lifestyle. I've just got to change a couple of things, really.
Well, that's the problem. You've been living healthy all these years, and now your body's fragile. You're not used to having all kinds of shit thrown in there. So
yeah.
So now you got to stay healthy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You're accused. That's an accusation. You travel all the time. You make it. What kind of accusation is that?
Matt, you didn't get the YouTube insurance from YouTube yet?
What for? Tell me.
Get all them secret up to date medical procedures.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones.
The regular public doesn't get.
Yeah, the ones where the movie stars survive horrendous diseases. Yeah,
not to keep dwelling on this. Can I do anything for a fatty liver? Besides be careful and live with it, can I do something to reverse it at all, or no?
Exercise and change your diet.
Well, you know what? Yeah, exactly right. There's a bloke I do follow a couple of these channels because they've got some really good advice and all sorts of shit. And I've been doing it for years. Anyway, there's a bloke on called Dr. Berg, right? Anyway, and he's a massive keto fan, right? So anyway, that's a different story. That's just a different diet. But there's all sorts of things, and I've seen it on a few channels too, where they've got these drinks that you make, and it's easy enough to do. I don't know if you know what kefir is. Kefir is like I mean, I use that. I've used that for a while actually. So kefir's good. Blueberries and no, it's not a herb, mate. It's a what do they call it? A culture. It's like a culture, right? But it's got where normal yogurt's got like 4 or 5 strains of culture. Kefir's got like 50 or 60, right? Which is really
got a lot of culture.
Yeah, a lot of culture. He's been traveling quite a bit, and so you can pop that in. You can get your kefir. You put a cup of kefir, 2 cups of blueberries, 2 cups of kale. Put that in a blender. Whack! It's not a bad drink, and that actually cleans your liver. It flushes all your liver out. The blueberries, the antioxidants, and all that sort of thing. It's all got to be sort of organic, right? So you're not putting more chemicals into yourself.
Yeah,
so anyway,
yeah.
Matt, you're not supposed to be giving this stuff away. YouTube has that strict policy, remember?
What?
We're giving
Oh,
away
no.
medical procedures down to the smaller channels.
Hey, look,
That-
how are you, buddy?
That's right. Yes, you can't go saying that because it does. There hasn't been peer reviewed, right? And this is
Have you ever had kale chips, Matt? I love them.
Yeah, they're
Kale
nice.
yeah. No, well, I don't eat chips really, and actually
No, kale.
maybe
It's
They're made of
with
kale.
yeah, I know they're made of kale, but how are they cooked? You know?
oil.
Baked.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
No,
I
they're
don't like.
baked.
They're baked.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Righto.
It's like the
Yeah.
They're
sweet
really good.
potato
Give them a
chips.
try. Give them
Yeah,
a
it
try.
sounds delicious.
It's in the tree hugger section of the grocery
They
store.
Yeah,
are.
yeah. You go to the tree hugger section of the supermarket.
Yeah, it's next to the fricasseed grass, you know, in the
Yeah.
the
And
Oakley.
the
Where
deep
do you want
fried
to sit?
grasshopper.
Where do you want to? Where do you want to graze tonight? Oh, we'll graze outside tonight.
He's got a fucking
Oh
giraffe.
my god!
Yeah. Yes.
They're really good. They're really good for us.
Seaweed. You know, it's funny. I like seaweed. We
Yeah.
get seaweed from the Chinese place, so they'll actually. Because my wife liked their brand or whatever they were buying, so they'll actually sell her a whole box of it frozen.
Yeah.
Seaweed can be good. It's good for you. That's
Seaweed
that's
And
is
good.
good.
And
As
try
long
to
as
have
it's-
like a
Iron.
try to have like a fish meal once a week. That's what I do.
Well, if you're a
Yeah.
sushi fan, you're going to eat seaweed, so
Yeah, exactly. You got this. You got that.
that's part of the wrap.
Sushi rolls have seaweed in them.
What are the one? What is the sushi that has the shrimp, the egg, and everything? That's what I like. What's it called?
Mm.
Just regular
Shrimp
sushi.
sushi?
I guess?
The what's the soup?
Sushi. It has
Oh.
shrimp and everything in it. It's pretty damn good.
I like the
Oh,
California
oh,
rolls and the spicy tuna rolls.
Yeah, yeah. The
See,
Tuna rolls.
nori rolls.
see what you're eating there, Justin? That'll make me feel sick. The CCs, the Doritos.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. I can't eat. I cannot. I'll have a couple of them. They're really nice. I like them.
yeah.
But having a bag of them, I'll wake up at about 1 or 2 in the morning feeling
Oh.
crook as shit, and I'll have to go get myself a bloody quickies or something like that, or what do you call it over
Yeah.
there?
Mylanta.
Pepto-Bismol or some shit or whatever. it is.
Pepto-Bismol.
Antacid thing, right? It doesn't burn. I
You
just
go.
feel sick. As soon as I have some of that, the sick
Yeah.
feeling goes
You're
away.
probably not chewing it up fine enough, and it's getting.
Yeah.
stuck
That's
in.
what
No,
these magic
it's
pills
what
are
it's-
for.
What is that there, mate? Are they Nexium or something?
Prilosec.
I don't think it's indigestion. His body's just not reacting, well. To,
Yeah.
It's
it's
not
almost
good.
like almost like being
Well, are you getting heartburn?
It runs
Right.
in the family because my sister does exactly the same thing. If she has a fatty meal, she'll feel crook.
Yeah.
And myself, and even my daughter,
Correct,
she's
Mark.
the same.
What
Yeah.
about like meats and stuff, like a fatty steak or something like that?
Does he
Oh,
look like he
no,
don't
no.
like meat?
That's fun.
Sorry.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm assuming because
You
you
love
burn
meat,
all
Tim.
the
Sorry.
fat, it's okay,
Yeah.
right?
Hey,
Well, I'm assuming since you burn it to a crisp, it's okay then, right?
it burns the
Yeah,
fat right
yeah.
off it. Yeah. No, I can eat. Like the other night, I pigged out severely on a massive ribeye. Right, it was beautiful. A
You can
couple eggs,
afford
some
it.
onions, beautiful stuff, mate.
You can afford it, hey man.
Yeah, I only bought 20 of them because they were on
Jesus
special.
Christ.
They're on special for $900. So I just picked them up and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
used my YouTube money.
Well, see, Tim, when you get big, YouTube sends you these coupon books. They're wonderful.
Oh yeah, I bet.
You get ribeyes for like $1.
Some
Oh.
people call them food stamps, others not.
Food stamp. Fuck me, dude.
You get a food stamp card from YouTube.
Instead of paying you this month, Matty, that's what they call me, Matty, we're going to send you some food stamps. So, yeah. No, but it was really nice. I love ribeye. Beautiful. So, all that sort of stuff's all right.
Yeah, but you're okay. I mean, that's pretty marbled. Are you okay eating ribeye? Do you feel okay? Yeah.
Yep. No, there's no issues there, mate. It just seems to be the although in saying that, if a rack of ribs, say pork ribs, is really fatty, I'll just eat all that. It's beautiful. But I can feel a bit crook after that too, a few hours later. So,
what about beef ribs?
You know what? I'm not a fan of beef ribs. Hey, never have been.
Me neither.
I like pork ribs, but beef ribs, for some reason, I've done them a few times out the back. Didn't burn them, I don't know, man. I like pork ribs better. I really do.
I like pork ribs made like a sticky style. I love that.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong
Johnny,
with good old beef rib. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, no. Well, half the top layer of it is just fat, like this thick. Right, I can't eat that. I can't.
Like a pork crackling.
It's like a big ass gristle. It's crap.
Yeah,
the crackling is, as I said, if you do it properly, the crackling is absolutely delicious.
I don't like it.
Crackling. I like crackling. I really do. How you going, Johnny? And if I said g'day to Joe,
Never
I'm not
had
sure I
Asian
did.
crackling.
I like crackling. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you had the Asian crackling.
Well, see, the thing is that who wrote that? That sounds like gallbladder. Who wrote that?
Jim Droney.
Joe Blaylock.
Joe. Okay, right. So the thing is, right, with the gallbladder, people think it's responsible for producing shit. Well, it's not, right? It holds shit. It's a bladder, basically. Bladder holds air, liquids, whatever. It's like your bladder, your urine, and all that sort of shit. So what it does do is it does release what the liver produces, and into your stomach for obviously chemical reactions and start the digestion process. I thought it used to be the gallbladder as well. My gallbladder's shit. It's not my gallbladder. It's just my reaction to too much fat. And I don't digest that well for some reason. And as I said, my sister's the same, and so is my daughter. So
genetic.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Stops you eating a lot of crap.
So you're not getting like heartburn. You're getting like stomach pains.
Nausea.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, nausea.
I get it all the time. I eat all the wrong things. It makes me feel like shit, and I keep doing it anyway because I'm a hardhead and a moron. I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, so of course I'll have ice cream before I go to bed. But I know there's certain things I shouldn't be eating because I could feel the effects of it on a regular basis. Like I feel like shit right now. I had a gigantic bowl of fettuccine with meat sauce and Parmesan cheese on the top, and just shoveled it, probably 4 pounds of it, shoveled it in there, and I feel like crap. So I'm eating, and I'm pretty happy.
So you get drunk and then eat ice cream, and you're lactose intolerant, and then you go to bed.
Let's have a little bit of diet. I'm almost diabetic. I'm pre-diabetic, but I'm not diabetic. You tell me I'm going to be diabetic year after year after year, but that needle hasn't moved at all. So that's a good thing.
That's your insulin resistance, mate. Insulin resistance.
Yeah.
I'm not actually diabetic. I'm pre. And the number actually gets a little better every once in a while. Then it gets a little better, but it never jumps into the complete diabetic. Not yet.
Has she tapped it and make sure the needle's not stuck?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
And then she just recently did was an EKG because they wanted to check my heart because I told her I feel tired a lot. So I don't sleep good. And they checked this. What was the number that they got? They did that test to tell you how much blockage you have and all that. And they got a 16 because that's really good. I mean, 0 is perfect. 50 to 100, or actually 100, you start to really worry. 16. Yeah. Couldn't believe it. Big old bloated guy, and my heart's actually okay.
Yeah.
I feel like shit all the time.
Yeah, it really shits me because I love cooking, right, and I love going out to places and trying different things, and a while ago now. Anyway, there was I went somewhere and they had a shitload of food vans, right, for international food, all over the bloody joint, you know. And I like to go and I like to have a little bit of everything. Oh, what's this one like?
Yeah.
What's that like? What's that like? And I do try a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff there from some of the Asian countries which are just fried, right?
Yeah.
And of course they taste delicious, but when
Everything's
it comes
delicious,
down to it,
right.
I can probably have one or two, something like that, and it won't affect me. But if I go, shit, yeah, they're nice, like a Dorito, and I'll hit a whole freaking packet of them, that's the end of me for the night. I've got to pop these antacid tablets. Otherwise, I said it's not
Right,
burning
yeah,
me; it just makes me feel nauseous, mate. You know?
That's my problem. I'm impulsive. I got halfway through that pasta, and it just wasn't healthy. It just wasn't ridiculous enough. So I decided, okay, I'm going to put it in the microwave with a whole bunch of shredded cheese on top, and melt that cheese down into it, and mix that together. And if I had ricotta, that would have been in there too. You know, it would turn
So
into big cheese.
Let me ask you
Delicious.
something, Matt. If you were to eat like Doritos for lunch and then you know, walked around for 5-6 hours, were doing stuff, keeping busy, and then you went to bed, would you be fine? Or are you only getting sick when you go to lay down for bed?
No, you feel like crap right after that.
Or is
Right.
it like you could eat them for lunch and like 2 hours later you're feeling like shit?
It'll be probably maybe 3 to 4 hours after I've eaten. If I've eaten excessively, that's when I'll start. It doesn't matter if I lay down or anything. It's it really sort of messes with me guts.
Because some people will have issues just after, you know, eating, snacking before they go to bed. Because that's not good to do anyway.
Yeah, that's right, JDS. That's for sure.
Yeah, I drink water. I drink water, and I keep a bottle of water next to the bed. Sometimes iced tea. But you know what the problem is? I'm 62, so you know what happens. I get up like 6 times because I got to go pee.
Yeah, exactly. Matt loves cooking, but he sucks at it. But, well, no one gets a raw beef at my place, mate. Yeah, half of them are pre-diabetic. Yeah, you got to sort of watch that a bit, mate. You don't want to be.
Actually, that's not actually exclusive to the U.S. anymore, because there's a lot of European countries, Canada and stuff, that have actually adopted a lot of American style eating.
What? It's nice. I mean,
and portions and the types of foods and all that, and preservatives. And
hey, Andrew, how are you, mate?
It seems like smaller portions are more expensive.
Yeah.
Fast food restaurants, or U.S. fast food restaurants, are all over the world.
I can't eat McDonald's or anything like that. That's shit.
It gets to a point though when you start eating huge portions and stuff like that. I mean, I saw a lot of shit when I was eating at the Flying J's. Now we're just talking about a buffet there at Flying J's, right? $13-16 or whatever the hell it is, right? And I saw the people who were eating there, right? Man, I'll tell you what, it was unbelievable to see what some of these people were putting on their plates and how many times they did it and went back and went back and went back.
Are you talking about the smorgasbord at Flying J?
But everybody's metabolism is different too. My tiny little wife, there's 83 pounds, and when we go to the Chinese buffet, she eats more than I do. And she will shovel it down and eat the whole thing, and so but she stays. Well, of course, you know what? She runs her ass off all day long and never stops. But that's all part of that metabolism. I don't have that kind of energy. She burns it off and keeps right on going. Some people are lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
And some of us have to work at being this beautiful.
Oh, come on, Bill. You've never tried.
If you were to sit and watch a film of just like a crowd from every country, you would see just as many overweight people walking through that crowd. Whether it was Australia, England, Canada, I guarantee you're going to see your fair share.
I got a good metabolism, but not drinking during the week, I feel like I'm gaining weight now.
Well, good. You need to.
No, I don't.
Yeah, maybe in your hair.
You should look at his shiny, luscious hair now. He's looking more like a cocker spaniel every day. Beautiful.
That's
You
why
do
he
need
feels
to put on
heavier.
some
It's
weight.
getting longer.
You do. You got to put on some weight, Tim. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, you do, mate. I went like that to Tim and he fell over last time I saw him.
No, you're lying ass.
Yeah, I'm not lying, mate. I sneezed and you went, oh.
Anything spreadable is not edible except for pussy.
Yeah.
Good point.
Okay, JD.
Oh, Mark.
Oh,
see,
yeah,
I'm
Andrew, I've watched that.
completely independent, insulin dependent.
Oh, damn.
Morgan Spurlock.
Yeah, I remember that. I watched that documentary back.
I
when it
can't
came out.
stand McDonald's or Hungry Jack's or any of it.
But that's the thing, though, is you
I
might
go to
not.
Macca's every 6 months, I reckon.
But they're obviously making money if they're staying there, so people are eating there.
Yeah,
the
they
younger
are.
kids, the
Obviously.
younger generation are, because they don't care about their fat intake. They don't care about crap.
They all meet after school. They all meet at Macca's after school, or
Yeah.
it's just a hangout joint.
Yeah.
A lot of people do eat Macca's on a regular. One of my mates, it was almost like he was giving up freaking heroin when because it was he had to go to McDonald's in the morning to get one of their breakfasts. Had to.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Macca's? Is that what you're talking about? I didn't know that.
McDonald's is Macca's.
Yeah, sorry.
Macca's is
Hold on.
I was thinking macaroni and cheese. I didn't know. I lost.
Oh
track.
yeah.
Macca's.
So,
No, it's
Tim,
yeah.
back home we call it Mickey D's. Over here we call them
There's
Macca's.
Macca's here.
hold on.
Yeah.
So, Tim, you're blaming the obesity problem on the younger generation?
Yeah.
Did I ever say that?
You just said that. You said it's all the young kids eating all the crap food.
The
Yeah,
younger
exactly.
generation, that's all they eat is the grease.
I see just as many old people eating McDonald's as I do young people.
Nah, the kids in this country are not so much anymore.
Let's get those
In,
lights out.
in fact, so many of them will fat shame you and then eat weird grass and kale and it's a
Actually-
thing. It's bad.
And if you actually look at gym memberships across the country, they've spiked in the last 10 years.
Over here too. Over here.
You'll see a lot
You know
of
what? I think social media's got a lot to do with that because there is a body image, right? Is a massive thing with the younger generation. I mean, it always has been, I guess, to a point where people want to look all right. But body image, especially now with role models and all that sort of crap that pop up on
TikTok.
social media for these your TikTok, Instagram, all that sort of shit, it causes a lot of people to be, I want to be just like that, because not everyone has the predisposition to have a sensational body like myself. They have to work at it. They have to.
Gotta
They have
be
to-
fucking kidding me.
Well, come on, mate. When you looked at me, you went, Matty, right? That's what he said to me. He goes, Matty. He goes, I don't like girls anymore. I said, cut it out, Tim. That's enough of that.
Don't even-
I mean, but to be honest, I think it's not just that the kids or people are overweight because of McDonald's. It's food is mass produced on a level that has never been done in history. So there's a lot of preservatives and shit in foods because they have to ship it long distances and different things like that. And stuff has a longer shelf life than it used to back in the day.
Or maybe that's why people are living longer. We're just full of preservatives. People are looking better, longer.
Preserving you longer, yeah.
You see paintings of of the old heroes from back in the day. King this and King and because I do a lot of the History Channel stuff, and you see these guys, they look like they're 70 years old, and then you read his date of birth to when he died, and I'm like, guy was 48.
Yeah, man.
So it must be the preservatives.
It's coming down to too, because it's mass production when it comes to food and all that sort of shit, as vegetables and fruits and all that sort of thing. And unfortunately, because the fruits now have to have a longer shelf life, they're never picked when they're ripe, right? So, and the fruits that you're getting aren't as good for you as what they do coming out of your tree. I've got a few trees out the back, beautiful stuff. So they pick them green. Now, the nutrients that go into that fruit aren't there because it's not ripe. Just before it ripens, the tree goes boom with all the good shit, and then it's ripe, and you can eat and get all the good stuff out of it. But none of it is anymore because it's picked too early. It's got none of the nutrients. That's why you'll get a lot of woody oranges, and they're just not the same, because they're picked bloody unripened. They don't have the time.
They snap freeze some of them too. They snap freeze them.
Like what?
Like
Oh,
the
oranges.
yeah, like a lot of
Oranges? No.
No. Vegetables they do for the
Veggies
frozen
they do.
section.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
not
yeah,
fruit.
frozen.
Not fruit. Okay.
They,
All
they
right.
No,
flash
it's not
freeze them.
fruit.
Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can buy frozen vegetables or you can buy, but they actually say, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that actually frozen vegetables
Or better.
are better for you because they're flash frozen with all the nutrients and everything.
Snap frozen. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if that's 100% true. That's just what I've heard.
When I had my veggie garden, I used to pick right from there and just use them.
Who did that study? Bird's eye? You know,
That's just what I've heard over the years.
I don't know if I believe that. It is what it is. I don't know.
Well, like I said, I don't know if it's true. I've just have heard that before. That frozen vegetables are better for you because they don't lose their nutrients because they're
Yeah,
flash
But
frozen.
Matt was right. They pick them on ripe because like a lot of bananas and everything around here, they're unripe. You got to wait about
Bananas.
a day, 2 days to even eat the damn thing.
Mm. Nearest fast food's 40 miles away. Well, that'd probably stop you eating it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Don't ask JDS. He's a nurse. He's part of Big Pharma.
Yeah.
JDS, oh, he's one of them.
Yeah, he's just trying to get you on medication. Don't listen to him.
He's part of the establishment, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, hey, Margie's still hanging in there in the background.
Margie's
She's probably
still here.
working.
Yeah, that's good.
Probably working
like-
today.
He's like a Percocet a day keeps the pain away.
Mm. And then some for the patients.
Yeah.
I was going to bring up Kenny Bloody Wilson with Percocet. I was going
Yeah,
to.
Kevin Bloody Wilson.
Yeah, what he
I mean,
used
you're
to
gonna-
say,
Hey, Paul Murray.
they used to give him a Percocet at the nursery home. They give you a Percocet and a
At the nursery.
nursery. You know what I mean.
So he's buying plants.
Why is he visiting a nursery? What's going? Is he
Why are they giving him drugs at a
Old
nursery?
folks home. They gave him what's that shit to make you? What's that blue pill?
Make you horny? Make you hard?
Viagra.
Yeah. They give you one Viagra and a Percocet. If you don't get a fuck, you don't give a fuck. That's Kevin Bloody Wilson.
Oh my God.
Kevin Bloody Wilson.
I clearly have not drank enough.
No.
I grow my own apples, pears, plums, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and rhubarb. Rhubarb is really good for you.
Really?
Yeah, good on you, Mark. That's the only way to go. I've got a lot of shit going on here too. I've got some plants flying around. I've just got a shitload of chilies I've got to pick later too and dry them out. Habaneros, mate.
You know who
I
grows
love
a lot of their
rhubarb
own
jam.
Cool.
I love rhubarb jam.
Justin, go.
Oh, I was going to say Newfound, he actually grows a lot of his own shit. He does a bunch of shorts of him, of his different plants and stuff that he grows.
Yeah.
He grows a lot of fruits and vegetables. And
JSK does too. He's got a garden channel. You know, my wife started growing a garden in the backyard, and that's when we discovered one of my Shih Tzus was a
Bloody
vegetarian.
Wilson is a comedian.
He's a vegetarian.
My wife started growing vegetables in the backyard, and that's when we discovered one of my Shih Tzus is a vegetarian. Yeah. Did I tell the story already?
No, but yeah.
Not just the one. The other one, see, I was like, we got no vermin in the yard because the other one is not a vegetarian. The other one will kill rabbits and squirrels and whatever else is out there. So I was like, well, who's eating all the peppers and the tomatoes and everything? We caught Bella Boy. She's just having a salad.
Yeah.
Now, do you like dragon fruit, Matt? I got dragon fruit here. It's
Yeah, they're not bad.
Have you got dragon fruit growing there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Dragon fruit's really good.
Beautiful.
It is. Is it red or yellow?
Red.
Red. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you
Beautiful.
want to, if you really want to clean your colon and your intestines, eat a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
It'll fucking burn the
I got-
lining right out of there.
I got some stuff that Steve brought over when he was here. Have like a little, put your finger in it and put it in your mouth. You'll be burning for an hour.
Does it have, what does it have, the Carolina Reaper in it?
I forget what
Yeah,
it
we
has.
can buy.
Forget what it-
I can buy
Ghost-
some of that sort
Ghost pepper.
I'll
locally.
show you. I'll show you something. Hang on.
Well,
I
let
think
me
the-
show you something.
I think the Carolina Reaper, I could be wrong. I think that's
You know, a little capsicum in your diet is actually good. It helps increase your metabolism.
Yeah.
By the way.
Capsicum.
Huh?
What? What was that?
Capsicum. The thing is stuck in your mouth that made your mouth burn.
Otherwise known as bell pepper to other people.
It's the stuff that makes peppers hot. Capsicum.
Yeah.
Oleoresin capsicum is what they put in pepper spray.
Yeah.
I
I
am
forget
going
what it
to.
is. So I had 2 bottles, but my landlord, he took one bottle, and I got the other bottle that Steve brought over. And I still got
Capsaicin.
3/4 of the bottle. That shit makes you. God.
So you're saying you have made a capsicum before, Tim?
No, I never made a cat come. No.
Oh, I thought you said it. Okay, so I got this here for my 50th birthday,
Yeah.
right? Only 40th, sorry, last week. Anyway, it's, I don't know if you can read that. Anyway, it's a purebred idiot hot sauce roulette, right? So you spin that.
Nice.
Now, all of these have got different heat levels. As you can see, I haven't played the game yet.
What's the highest heat level you got in there?
It'd have to have it on it, wouldn't it?
It goes by joules, don't it? Joules?
No, it goes by Scovilles.
Scoville,
That's right, Scoville count. Yep.
Yeah, whatever.
I've gone up to 2 million.
What?
Jeez,
Yeah.
mate.
So now we know what happened to your hair.
Yeah, exactly. He has no hair.
All right.
Yeah.
Keep the hair on your
Burns
face.
it off with all the hot food.
Can you
Holy hell.
share the screen when you get a chance, man?
All right. Yeah. Okay. Give me a second. Right. So anyway, you've got like 18. Oh no, 12. Sorry, 12 different ones. Number 12 has got jalapeno, habanero powder, ghost peppers, ghost pepper powder, scorpion peppers, scorpion pepper powder, Carolina Reaper powder, and 1 million Scoville capsicum concentrate.
Shit.
So.
We've got a
That's
Carolina
stuff. You can take a toothpick and stick it in there, and then heat up a pot of chili with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Good.
seriously, you could. I bought stuff like that before. It's just insane. But the problem with that is flavor. Stuff can be really, really hot, but does it taste good? You know, because I love hot sauce. I buy all different kinds of hot sauce, and I think hot sauce should all. I'm sorry. What?
Too much of it.
I'm sorry. What?
Now, so if you use too much of it, it overpowers the flavor.
Right. But no, more than that. Like you get something that's got too much chili, then the whole thing tastes like chili powder. You know, it just ruins the flavor. You know, Tabasco tastes like vinegar. It's not particularly hot either, but it tastes like vinegar. You know, the hot sauce has to be flavorful. You can always put more in there. I'm gonna get a treat. Speaking of more, I'll be back.
That's okay. Yeah. I like a bit of heat in my food. I put chili in everything. But anything too much, you start not to
As
enjoy
I said,
it.
you don't want it to overpower the food because I did that with the Carolina Reaper. Put too much of the sauce.
So these are the
I bought some of that Bunsters.
Bunsters.
Yeah. I don't know if they might
I'll
not
show
have it
you
in
what.
Queensland.
I'll show you what Steve brought over, but I'll show it after.
So these are the top peppers here on the Scoville levels.
Yeah, because it was a Carolina Reaper. There's I don't know where they are in Australia, but there's a sauce called Shit the Bed. Maybe they just
I've seen that.
down here.
I've never heard of a Trinidad scorpion.
Yeah, they're nice.
Huh.
But you don't as I said, you don't want it to be too much overpowering.
Oh, you should get that sign for your kitchen.
I do. I like that. I really do. What's the measurements on that? 12 by 8 by
12 by 8 by, and then it's 0.01 inches thick.
Thick, righto. Okay.
12
Okay,
inches
so
by
it
8
look like a kitchen towel.
Here's the sauce this is the mild one. My landlord took the really potent shit, but that's what that Steve brought over.
It was there's one just near me called Mexicali Rose, and they make that, and that's Ghost, not Ghost.
That's
Carolina.
good stuff. If you put this in with your buffalo wings,
Jimmy Jane.
beautiful.
Yeah, right. Okay. Hello, Tabby Jean. How are you?
It'll clean you out. It'll clean you out, man.
Yeah. I'll clean you out, all right.
Yeah, if you just dab a few put a few little dots of the Carolina Reaper in the food, it just gives
See,
it a
this is-
bit more flavour rather than overpowering it.
Well,
See, if
the
I'm going to
other
do
bottle-
that,
Sorry.
if I'm going to do that, right, I make sure I don't have to go to work the next day, right? Because if I'm driving a truck, I don't want to be fucking hell,
Yeah, we don't want those problems.
It'll be
winking
like
winking the stink.
it'll be like the eye of a needle, Matt. Eye of a needle.
Yep, shitting through the eye of a needle. Exactly right. It's,
But my landlord took the hot shit, and man, he
took
still.
the hot shit.
Yeah, this is the mild shit. That this was 19 out of 10, but the one that he got is 10 out of 10, and wow.
Did you say 19 out of 10?
Yeah, 19 out of 10, mate.
How do you
No,
get
I forget what
19
it
out
is.
of 10?
It says 19 out of 10 the heat,
Oh, okay, well,
but the other one was
hell?
worse. It was hotter.
yeah, exactly.
The other one was hotter.
I can't
Gary
work that
took
out.
that.
Yeah, I can't
Like-
work that out either.
Like I used a lot, pretty much about down to here of it.
Yeah.
Gary still has like that much of it. He has a full bottle still. He only puts little dabs in sauce.
Mm.
Well, I can't work this out. Right, so that's a really weird sort of scale. It's
Yeah, I don't know how they scale it. You would have to ask Mika Steve. I don't.
because 10
I
is
don't know
usually
how-
the highest of whatever that division is.
Well,
you know, 10 out of 10.
It could go all the way up to 11.
There's
I don't
one.
know.
The other one
That
was
was-
100
Yeah.
out of 10. Okay, right. So it's 19
other-
out of 10. Right. So as you go high with that first number, that's how hot
Right.
it is. Right.
Yeah, it burnt the shit out of my mouth. Yeah.
This isn't the hottest stuff around, but it's plenty hot, and it's got a nice flavor. Is this brand that I don't know if you ever? So we live near a store called Bravo. It's very ethnic. It's got Filipino stuff. It's got Jamaican. It's got it's very ethnic. You know, and if you don't speak English, you probably shop there. And my wife likes to go there, and they got 2 aisles of nothing but different hot sauces from
Yeah.
Jamaica, from the all over the Caribbean and different stuff.
Jamaica?
Yeah, they do something. I think bellflower, I think it's called. But anyway, there's all different kinds of sauces. And we settled on. I like this. I like the flavor of this. Have you ever heard El Yucateco? It's
Oh, yeah,
Mexican.
here we go. Yep.
It's Mexican.
Yeah.
And we got right now. I get this red, which is good on like pretty much anything. But I like it on eggs. I like it on chicken. This is the smoked version, which is black. If you can tell.
Okay.
And this is good on meats. Something a little stronger.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm afraid smoke flavor.
Kimchi is another great flavour.
But it's a good brand. I like it.
Yeah.
I like putting that hot sauce on like chicken wings and on my steak. But when
I like
Steve was here,
Well, this would be better. This would be better on wings. This I don't like.
Steve was
Yeah,
putting it
boneless
on
chicken
every
wings.
fucking thing.
um
Fucking crazy. He likes his hot sauce.
Especially when I cooked that ribeye the other night, right? I put a rub on it, and anyway, and when I had the ribeye, I didn't put any sauce on it whatsoever because the rub and the meat flavors and all that.
Yeah,
stuff is
yeah.
totally out of it. And even when I'm out somewhere, I want to taste something without any sauces to see what the chef
Yeah.
wanted me to taste.
yeah.
And so I'll have a crack, and then if it doesn't need sauce, it doesn't need sauce. If it's not,
I like
Yeah,
a real thick mushroom
I also
sauce.
like the combinations.
That's what I like. A real thick mushroom sauce with the big
Yeah,
piece of
picante sauce
mushrooms
is
in it.
another good one.
Oh,
Love
by
it.
the way,
Nope,
no go
rubbing
on
a
the
rib.
sign over there.
Don't what?
No go on the sign over there. You guys don't have it on your Amazon.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't we?
No, the pepper
No.
sign, they don't have it on
Oh,
Australia.
that
Oh.
sucks. That'd look really good in my kitchen. There'd have to be one here somewhere. I'll have
I
a
was
look.
saying,
do.
I would
You
get
do,
it
man.
for you, but shipping and all that.
Yeah, the extra
Wait a minute.
$1.75.
Justin was going to
Um,
get something for you. It must not be over 50 cents.
Yeah. See you, Margie.
Oil.
Yeah,
Say, Margie.
It can't be too hard to whip one up in Canva or something like that.
Matt, go ahead and put him another mark next to his name in the book, please.
Which one?
My ass.
Jim.
Tim, yes.
Jim's in that book quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
Hey.
What do you do now?
Oh,
Have you seen my book, Bill?
Yeah, that book.
I got Matt a book about a year ago.
Don't worry about that book.
Oh, I haven't seen him.
Oh, I love that book.
No, I did. I saw that book. I did. You haven't had it out in a while.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I keep it hidden, basically. No one knows they're on it now. See, Bill? Hang on a minute.
Put another check next to my name, you prick.
I bought him the book, and I was the first name he put in there.
Yeah.
I was
well,
too.
man.
I sent him a message on Messenger. I said the book arrived, and I just opened it up, and then I had the camera on there, and I just wrote Justin Stickley. Send.
You made a short.
Yeah, it's kind of a compliment. That means he's paying attention to you.
It is. It is.
Anybody that cares enough to punch you in the face cares about you.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. And when it comes down to it, I've always said if we're not paying you out, we don't like you.
Exactly.
So
I think I'm third on that list. I think Justin.
You've got to work harder then.
then
No,
it's
he's
You've got to
working
work
number
harder to
one.
get to number one then.
he's worked at number one. You're number one now, Tim. Don't worry about that.
Oh, you prick.
Well done.
Well, hang on a minute. It's the first time you've ever been number one at anything, mate. Don't complain.
High five.
You know, you were proud of it a minute ago. Now all of a sudden it's a problem. What's going on?
Come on,
He
mate.
loves, he loves
That's
it.
true. That's true.
Am I in
First
your
thing
book, mate? That's the first time you've been number one at anything, mate.
It's like the one that won't leave the abusive husband. That's it. You know, because I love you.
In the book.
Look what you made me do.
If he's made it to the book.
Look what you made me do.
Grumpy vlogger. Yes, he is in the book.
Oh, is he? Yes.
Yep.
Lloyd finally got in it.
Yep, Lloyd's in there. He's got a couple of exclamation marks after his name.
Kind of elder abuse-ish, but okay, all right, I got it.
It is. It is.
You know, wanting to do it and actually doing it are, two different things.
It is. Oh, well, not in my mind, because I've actually done it a few times in my mind. He fared okay, so I'm kind of hoping that'll translate to when Lloyd and I catch up in person, and we can have a bit of a chat. Hey, Lloyd. Look at this.
Man, I like
So
Lloyd. He's
I
cool.
put Matt's card up on a cork board in Tire Kingdom like a month ago, and it's still there.
Holy
Can you
hell.
believe that? What's
Like
the
a-
edges eaten away? What's going on there?
It was in my wallet for like ever. Because remember, I told you to send me a bunch up because I was going to hand them out to people.
Oh, it's got
You
Justin.
only sent me two.
It's
so-
got Justin. It's got your ass sweat all over it. No wonder it's still there. Nobody wants,
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
who wants to touch that?
Actually, it's probably been longer than a month. It's about a month and a half.
Because
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
Matt, he is a big fan. He is a
Yeah.
big fan. So remember.
And
It's a huge fan.
Oh,
Bring it up. Yes.
No, I actually sent them a clip where I was recording it the other day. It was funny.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to
I was-
play that.
Because I was watching, I actually was
Yeah, I
going
wanna
back
see
and
that.
watching Jim's last live stream. I watched some of it again. I was just reminiscing, watching some old live streams the other day.
Yeah, Jim's cool. Yeah. I miss him, little fucker. I don't know where he is.
I was actually watching it because I was trying to see if any signs were showing that that's why he was leaving, but he seemed fine. Whole fucking live show. I don't know what the hell happened.
No, he
know,
was
he-
all right. He was all right the whole.
Disappeared.
He was in actually a relatively really good mood that night.
Oh, he even joked around and shit. And,
I mean, he
yeah.
called Matt a dumbass at least twice the whole night,
Yeah.
so it was
Yeah.
a good night.
Here we
I don't know
go.
what happened. Don't
No
know.
problem, Jim.
All right, let's have a listen here, shall we? Let's go like that. This is the first time I met Justin. First time I met him.
Oh, my audio was such shit too. Oh my god.
Still is, mate. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, those are good old days. We can barely understand you.
This was the funniest fucking live, man. I was watching this when I was at work. Fuck, it was.
That was when I was using that cheap $20 microphone on a Chromebook.
This is when I was working 7 days a week, Justin. So I
Is
couldn't
that
be
like
on the road.
is that $25 the one you got now? The bit upgrade.
Oh, what? Wow, Dre. Okay. He said, "Who doesn't call Matt a dumbass?"
Oh damn!
Dre from the sidelines once again. All right, let's have a listen.
From the cheap seats.
Good, mate. I've just
I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan.
Oh, thanks, mate. I was just going to say I haven't met you before.
I'm a big fan of your channel. I'm a big fan of your channel.
Look at Jim shake his head too. He was shaking his head when he
I'm
said that.
a big fan of your channel. I'm a big fan of your channel.
I had to send that to you. I was laughing the other day when I was watching that. I was
I
like,
was
oh my
at
God.
work and that was fucking hilarious.
I was trying to figure out which live stream it was.
Hey, Dre. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I
The,
like that repeat clip you got going there, Matt.
thank you, mate.
I'm such a big fan.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah.
Well, don't you start. You just called him a dumbass.
Let me get on one knee. I'm such a big fan.
Take your teeth out, Dre. And now the bad part about now is I've got a soundbite from you for saying that. So we're gonna have Justin and Dre. What's going on with your camera? It keeps going blurry. Here we go.
I know. Well, I don't have enough lights on in here.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh
tough
yeah.
focus all the time.
Fisher
Probably
Price.
focusing on that TV behind you. That's what it's trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So the old Justin there, the fan of the century. And this is the thing, now he calls me Tiny Channel and sort of hold me closer, Tiny Channel. And he always forgets where he come from. Big fan of his channel, man.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm just shit. Right? Even though I've given him huge map bumps over the years. I noticed Dre too. Since receiving his map bump, he's well and truly over the 1,000 now and continues to grow daily. Where he was quite stagnant there on 993 for quite some time.
Congrats, Dre. I saw
I realized you didn't hear any of that, did you?
Yeah, I heard a little bit of it. So I was stuck at 993, 984 for about a week.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
It's sticking.
Over the 1,000 now, and it keeps continually growing. And Dre now is going to have to really watch out because he's going to be huge. I mean,
Dre, when you hit 1,000, you get to file for YouTube insurance.
Is that right?
Yeah.
he's got more than that, Michael, hasn't he?
No, he's got more than that now. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I checked the other day, just thought, phew.
Yeah, he's got more than that now.
Yeah.
It's funny how, when you're trying to get there, you're checking almost every day. And now I was like, I don't even look anymore.
It just happens now. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, no. How many have I got, by the way? How many? Oh, is that many? I didn't know that. Yeah. Oh, God, I've gone up. I've gone up more too. I'm on 1.07 now.
Yay.
Oh, shit.
Does that mean I got to make Dre a YouTube plaque too? Jeez.
Yeah.
You do.
Yep.
Yeah,
You got to send it to him too. Yep.
Yeah. I've grown 15. 15.
I feel diminished here. I have the smallest channel here, I think.
No.
I sent
Me.
you a plaque, Bill. You got one too, see?
No, I think Tim's smallest.
I deleted all my videos, Bill, so I'm the smallest channel here.
You're not even a channel.
You're intentionally being small.
Right.
I'm not intentionally doing anything. I just show up and drink and talk shit all once a week.
I
Mate,
just like
that's what-
spending time with people online and on panels and having.
That's
a
what it's
good
all
time.
about. Having a little bit of fun, just talking about it.
Yeah.
And every now and again we talk some serious stuff like fatty livers.
Yeah.
Um,
We got serious there for a minute.
yeah, well, it's just I'm not, I don't go a lot into my private life and what have you, but I think being aware of these sort of things because other than that, I had no freaking idea, right? And all of a sudden, you're off to emergency with liver issues, right? If you don't sort this shit out,
If it wasn't serious, that sounds like a good comedian name. What's your name? Fatty Livers.
Yep.
Plural? How many have you got?
Playing a gig with thrombosis.
Yeah.
Now, Matt, that's the question that I wanted to ask you. Now, like your legs. With your legs, was that a symptom too? You think?
With my
body
legs?
was
No, not the bursitis. No, that was brought on from. You're going to love this. Constantly being on my knees. All right.
Hey,
So,
soundbite.
yeah, take that one. Take that one and run with it.
I need that one in my file.
Yeah, take that one, mate. Do that. You need something on me. So anyway, it all started when I was tiling. Anyway, so That sort of pissed itself there. How you going there, Bill? You look, fucking Bailey's has hit me just that were nice there.
No, I'm good. I'm all right. No, I'm not drunk yet. I'm only telling you what you saw before was my first drink, so I'm fine. That's it. I'm not going to get drunk. I have to go to bed and get up for work in the morning. Drive to Dad's tomorrow. Never stops.
Saturday.
I work Saturdays.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Don't work weekends no more.
And if you're under more metal past me, I'll have to try to check my healthcare coverage this week.
Make sure I'm safe. Now, because I was asking that, Matt, because one of the symptoms for fatty liver is swollen ankles.
I didn't ever had swollen ankles ever.
No? Okay.
No. Nope. No, it was a bursitis in my left knee.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. It's like an RSI thing, basically, or gas, pressure, and all that sort of shit.
Oh, it was hurting you when you called me that one day.
It was fucking hurting me too, because I had to piggyback you all over the north. Oh, too weak to walk. I said, come on, Tim. Let's go get some food into you.
Come on.
Hey, Tammy.
Tammy
Jean is in the chat. How you doing, Tammy?
Tammy. Oh, yeah. Tammy's been there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Almost
here. Watch what we're talking about. You know, you're talking about bursitis in your wrist or whatever.
Sorry, mate.
Nothing. Not going to talk about it.
Never mind.
I'm going to talk about the bursitis in my right wrist.
Swap.
Got it in your wrist.
Swap halfway through, mate. When you're on the vinegar, right? Don't let the numbness fucking trick you. Change hands, mate, because you can't feel you hurting yourself.
I feel like I'm cheating on myself.
Just give it a slap and then change hands. See?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's all right. That's all right. Tammy Jean's good. Matt had a swollen head, not swollen ankles. Hey, Lloyd. Another bloke I've helped out. Jeez, I tell you what.
Hey, that's cool, Mike.
See what happens.
Cool that you're gonna.
Dre doesn't treat me like that. Dre knows all about it, you know.
Don't include me in your mess.
You know you'd be nothing without me, Dre. You know that, mate.
I have to agree with Jim. You know, he said, "What life do you have?"
What did Jim write? Did I miss something?
Jim's drawing.
Where did he write? Where did he write that? What private life do you was here?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Unbelievable. So you were up to Dre, shining those sand shoes of yours or what?
No, I'm just charging batteries. I got 2 big jobs to do tomorrow. So
Nice.
charging up batteries and controllers, get ready for tomorrow.
What are you flying out there tomorrow, mate?
I'll be flying a couple of Phantoms for the orthos, and then I'm gonna break out my Maverick 2 Pro to do the real estate shots. On there's another one. Somebody bought some property out in the middle of the desert, and they want some real estate shots. I just laugh when I get jobs like this, dude. I was like, there's nothing to shoot. Nothing. There's no forest. There's no trees. There's no lakes, ponds. It's just, yucca trees and dirt. That's
crazy, isn't it?
You go out there and shoot orbits, and you try to do a fly-in to where the imaginary property lines are at, and they want these 8 directionals. I'm like, directionals or what?
Wow.
Now let me remind you, Dre's mapping job of my house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's well done there. Well done there.
Yeah.
Look, he's spying on you. He's even got you in the image. Put your top on, mate. He's topless by the pool.
And
You
the
knew he had to see that
massive
picture.
wiring diagram.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
you
I-
forgot the resistor. There's no resistor in that.
Yeah, so I was kind of surprised it wasn't a possible weed farm shot and stuff. Once I looked at it, this one up in the high desert, Apple Valley area, is actually on top of a small, I don't want to say mountain, but a hill. So I said, it's not going to be a weed farm. They got it up on top of a hill. I'm like, whatever.
I mean, how are you even going to know where it begins and ends? Is there any markings or anything? Well,
No.
you go down to the cactus with the 3 arms. You make a left over by the rock that looks like a bear. You make a right by the bear that looks like a rock. I mean, what are you shooting? I mean, it's just desert.
You get a GPS coordinates that gives you the location, and then like they'll somebody this time they did send me a KML file because I hate that. I always tell them send me 2 such a grid coordinates so I know what the boundaries are at least.
Yeah.
And stuff. I hate that mess. You know, they say go out here and they actually may have an address. And I'm like, address to what? The 3rd rock from the cactus?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I always tell I said, send me 2 sets of GPS coordinates so I can at least triangulate the parcel itself, and I know where I'm shooting. Because you can go out there and shoot, take pictures, and you'd be on the wrong parcel. You're shooting 180 degrees the wrong direction.
Yeah, yeah.
It
doesn't matter.
It matters when you get, you try to send the stuff to it. They say, well, that's not the property.
He can recognize the difference between his parcel and the one next to it.
Yeah, well, they'll run it up on GPS coordinates themselves. That's what we'll do. Send me 2 sets so I know what the parcel limits are. Because, like I said, there is no tree lines. Like, back anywhere else, you would have like a set row of trees that back in the old days used to, different property lines. Here in California, it's tradition. You used to use eucalyptus trees in Southern California, where you would plant a row of eucalyptus trees to differentiate your property from the next person's property.
Oh, you got koalas over there too.
But other than that, up in the desert, there is not. It's nothing. It's still desert.
So they can give you GPS coordinates, right? Okay.
Right. That's why I always ask for GPS coordinates or send me a KML file that they've already done off of satellite imagery and I already got it mapped out. I said, okay, at least I know where I'm at.
Okay. So you can set up a mission if you wanted to.
Like I said, I'm gonna use drone deploy for the ortho, and that's what I said from that. And then, like I say, I'll free fly the rest of the stuff. Because now I know generally where I'm at.
Yep. Yeah. Right. Yep. Oh,
we'll go from there.
Money ain't for nothing, and the chicks for free. It's
green screen is having a stroke,
isn't it? Look at it. It's pixelated. What is that? 720.
I don't know what it is, but the minute he sits in front of it, boom, it's fine. But whenever he moves, it just goes.
His chair is hitting his green screen.
Yeah.
Now, Dre, is that with the M30?
No. I'll be flying the Phantom and the Mavic 2 Pro for this job. And I'll tell you the spec. Everybody, I was talking on this on Johnny's show the other day. Everybody think they can go out and fly what they want when they get a job. And I'm going to tell you the specs of the job right here. It says deliverables. All images must be captured with a 20 megapixel drone as JPEGs. Videos in 1080p, 30 frames per second in MP4 format. And it says here, they want, all the different photos, all cardinal directions at various heights, start with 400 all the way down to 200 and stuff. And then I'm going to fly ortho on top of that. And that's why I tell folks, a lot of times when you get this stuff from people, you'll get a sheet. I don't know if that coconut. You'll get a program sheet like this that tells you what you're going to do. So they just get a job and run out there and do it the way you want to do it. And this is the grid right here. That's what I'm flying tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
I'll just stick a FEMI up there. It's fine.
Now, Dre, you said you were going to get the RTK, aren't you? RTK.
I plan on trying to get the Mavic 3 Enterprise with the RTK package, which means I want the base station and everything.
Okay.
And stuff. I've been priced some for the base station and everything because it's about $9,000.
I thought you were saying Phantom 4 RTK.
I'm looking at that too because they're going pretty cheap because they're not making it really anymore. Because to me, if I get a good deal, excuse me, on the base station, that might be worth it alone. Because the base station is usually about $4,500.
Now, are you going to have somebody like an offsider with you, and you're going to have to pay him? And what?
No, usually once you set up the base station, it's just like any other GPS on the job site. Once you set it up, it's hands free.
Okay.
It continually puts out the signal, and you can go on do, and then you log in and get your RTK signal from that. So I don't need a second person if I don't really want somebody out there with me. But that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the option of maybe going with the Phantom RTK. Because my biggest thing is getting the base station. That is the biggest thing. What can I get the most out of it? And eventually I will get rid of my Phantoms and go with the Maverick 3 Enterprise, and then I will already have a base station if I didn't go a direct route now. So, and like I said, the base station is going to come in handy when I use the M30T, or even when I use some other drones that have RTK capabilities. So that's
I heard on
thing.
somebody's channel you were on the panel and you said you were going to invest in the RTK.
Yeah, I was on Johnny's, and that's what I'm looking to invest in the end of this year. So I'm looking anywhere between Phantom RTK system runs around 7,500, and with the Mavic Enterprise, Mavic 3 Enterprise, they're I think priced around nine grand.
Wow.
Mate, I'll tell you something. I was watching something the other day, Andre's channel. Now we're still talking Mavic 2 Pro here. Mavic 2 Pro.
Were you learning something, Matt? At least?
Yeah, he was learning again.
I was trying to work out what footage actually looks like in auto, and I was just oh god,
definitely.
Yeah, this was the actual reason for this. I was out getting some B-roll for a presentation I have to do next week. So this is what I'm doing. But the big thing about this right here, which nobody has said a comment about, seated aircraft going into land.
Yeah.
I just looked at that. I thought, what?
Yeah. I was surprised nobody has caught on to that, dude. I said, that's the reason why I took the shot.
Wow.
That's why you use the Mavic 2 also.
UPS coming in through a landing. It's UPS aircraft. And that's going.
Dre didn't tell you he was chasing the aircraft.
Yeah.
See if he could grow with them,
The FPV behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But look at that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Mavic 2, mate. I'll tell you.
And this right here, this wasn't even 4K. I shot this in 2.7 at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, I've got that at 2.7 on here.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we, Matt, about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I've used 2.7 specifically knowing that I was going to slow footage down.
Yeah. And this, I said, I didn't slow this down until right here at the end. I did the, at the top of the top down. It's about to come up. Boom. That's when I slowed it down right there.
Yeah. See the fans and the flag. Yep.
Yeah.
What was your reduction on that, mate?
I think I slowed it down maybe a third. I didn't look at the actual, about maybe a third. I was kind of gauging it. I didn't want to be too slow and stuff where it's like it bogs down.
Okay. What was your timeline resolution? Do you know? Timeline frame.
Timeline. My timeline. I always do my timeline at 4K, 60 frames per second.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Andrew had a question for you, Dre, too.
About the flag.
Which one was that? Let me see. What they asked, was it half mast? Why? Yeah, why is the flag hashtag? Because of the victims who got shot in that Texas shooting over the last weekend.
Oh yeah.
I shot that on last Monday. I shot that footage. It's the only day we had sunny all week. Every day, all the rest of the days it's overcast all week.
God, you show one person's video and JDS goes nuts in the chat with links.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Watch
right,
every one of my
Putting his
videos.
links in.
Watch my whole damn channel.
Yeah. Let's sit here for another 30 minutes and watch
Yeah.
JD's
Yeah,
video.
he'll be like, watch this video, and it's like 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Dre. I was talking to Matt when I was at work, and I said, "Yeah, with my taxes, I'm thinking about getting the Mavic 3 Pro." And he goes, "No, stick with the Mavic 2." And he was sending me all these. They are selling them pretty damn cheap on Marketplace. So.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing, Tim. I mean, get what you bloody like, mate. Get what you like. But
Not
for
yet.
what? I don't know what you're going to do, right? I mean, if you're going to spend that kind of money, you want to.
I told you what I was going to do.
Yeah, I know, but it's got to be consistent. If you're going to be spending that sort of money, you want.
Well, they are pretty consistent. They got a full contract for 3 years now.
Okay. Well, you can get pictures like that on the Mini 2, right? So anyway, the Mavic 2. I mean, if you're gonna, look, I don't know, man, because you're not dealing with, if you're not going manual, all that sort of shit, and changing your apertures and getting your optimal settings, all that sort of shit. You're spending a crap load of money on something that I don't know. But whatever, mate. But I did go and look at the second-hand Mavic 2s that are on Marketplace, and for what you're getting these days for a Mavic 2, it's around about like $650, $700 US for a Mavic 2 bloody fly more kit, and some got 4 or 5 batteries plus NDs and all that sort of shit for $700 US. You know, $1,100 Australian.
I looked at Marketplace, and the drone I had, the Mavic 2 Zoom with 6 batteries like I had, it didn't have the smart controller. They were going for about 800.
Yeah, there you go. Really?
Now, you just brought up an interesting thing, which I haven't heard anybody say anything about. Now, with this new Mavic 3 Pro, does it have adjustable aperture?
It does, yes.
It does? Okay, because I haven't heard anybody say anything about it.
And Tim, Matt's talking from experience. He bought the Mavic 3 and still doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
Auto, what's aperture? Yeah. It's still got the 4/3 on there, Dre. The 4/3 plus those other 2 cameras. Basically, I think there's an Air 2S camera on one of them, which you're talking about a 1-inch. I think it's a 1-inch, and the other one, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that all 3 cameras have the adjustable aperture?
No, just the 4/3.
Just the 4/3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the original Mavic 3 was a bit of a waste of time with that top camera, for me anyway. And a lot of people could go, oh, let's go get that. And they use it twice and go, oh, this kind of sucks. And then that's it. And they've got this camera swinging on in the breeze there doing nothing. I mean, some people use it, I guess. But yeah, that's why I didn't get one, because it was just, for me, for the money, it was just like, I'm paying for something that I'm not going to use. You know what I mean?
Well, that's how I am. I mean, why am I go out and buy stuff that I'm not going to use on a regular basis?
Yeah, that's right. And that's what I said to Tim, if he wants to try this shit out, why go spend $3,500, right, on a drone, which, number one, you mightn't like it. You mightn't like what you're doing. They might fold and do fuck all, and you'll never get your money back. Or you can go spend $1,000 and still be able to do all of that shit and still have $3,000 sitting in your pocket, $4,000 sitting in your pocket.
Yeah, but with that contract, I'll make that money back pretty quick. But it depends on where they want me.
Okay, well, there you go, right? Spend $1,000 with that contract. If it's ongoing and they're paying you all this fucking money, bank that money, right?
Yeah.
And if it looks like it's going to continue, keep the Mavic 2 and buy a Mavic 3.
With the money that you tagged from it. Yeah.
If it continues. Yeah. Up to you, though.
It's a 3-year contract they got, and he was pretty impressed with the Mini 2 shots. But
he's not fussy, is he?
It's pretty cool, though. He liked the shots that I took while I was at work, because I was so bored that day. And he goes, "Put it up. Let's see what he got." And I was just messing around. And he goes, "Holy crap!" And then I'll let him fly it, and he goes, "Wow, this thing can do pretty much a lot." And I was like, "Yeah."
Okay, so is he going to pay you cash, or is he going through the books or whatever?
Cash.
Is he? Okay, well, just for interest, just for your own whatever, Tim, I would go and get an excluded class. License.
I got to talk to Ari about that, because
well, it's not hard, mate. It's on the website. It's at Facebook.
Yeah, you just go under CASA, register your drone, then do the exclusion. You got to answer 18 questions, and then they'll send you out.
Easy as all shit. But register your drone. You'll have your number on your drone. It's
you've got to register for the ARN first.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Speaking of Ari, how's he doing?
Look, he's all right. He's all right. He came over my place last Friday. I'm going to say something like that. I was just on my way out, and I saw a motorbike go past my place really slowly, and I looked, and as I was coming out, and then Ari comes down the driveway on the bike. Right, bloody hell, I haven't seen him for a while. Spoke to him a few times. Look, at the moment he's doing all right. Has his days on and off and all that sort of stuff. And as I said in the past, I'm not going to go into what's going on with him because that's up to him. But yeah, he's having his good and bad times.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll tell him we asked about him. You know, like I
Yeah.
used to see him in some of the Facebook groups, but he's kind of laid low in there also. So I was just, since you brought him up, I thought I would ask.
Yeah. He's been laying low on a lot of things. He's just getting out and about and doing as much as he can and what have you. So
he's having
Lambo,
fun.
Matt's just
He's having
cheap.
fun.
what?
Oh, I was answering Lambo. He said, Matt, way to make sense with sense. I said, no, Matt's just cheap.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's smart business, right? Go spend
Right,
money
yeah.
on shit you'll never use.
There you go. And that's why I look at it. I have to look at it from a business perspective to say, okay, it's like Tim saying, if I'm going to have a 3-year deal, okay, how do I maximize my profit margin?
Right.
Do I go out there and buy a tool that's going to eat up all my profit? Or can I get away with using something else, still produce top level work if that's what required? Like I say, well, whatever the requirements are, that's why I say, guy paying you cash, that may sound great, but to tell you the truth, I'd rather have a check. Because one thing, it has a trail to it. Secondly, it adds to your portfolio that you did legitimate business. Because basically, this guy's paying you cash, he's paying you under the table.
Yeah.
Okay. In most cases, he's paying you under the table off the books.
Yeah.
If
So
I
that's
do
why I
it
say-
off the books, that means I got to get my ABN renewed. I got to get.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it requires a lot from you, but that's what I'm saying. If you're trying to build this to be a business, that's why you want things above board. Pay me through check or direct deposit or whatever you have done, because then it's on the books. You gotta fill out it. Well, I know here in the States we got to fill out a W-9, and so they can give you a 1099. It's a lot of the paperwork. You got to pay your taxes, but it makes you legit for the next job. Like I say, every job you do now, you're looking at the next job down the road.
Mm.
Now,
That's
did
the
you
whole
see
thing.
Did you see how cringe Matt's face got when you said you had to pay the man?
Yeah, he didn't like that, did he?
I know. I said
Exactly.
W-9 and 1099. Matt like, oh, that's silly.
He didn't like that, did
Oh,
he?
you look like paying my car insurance.
Just pay me cash. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go through that shit.
Yeah. Cash is it's nice when you can put it in your pocket that day, but down the road, people start, you start getting bigger jobs and everything. So people say, well, who you work for? Like I said, we go to my website and you look at about my, my business name, and you'll see a list of companies I've done work for and stuff. So,
Yeah.
and like I say, nobody can dispute because I'm on their books.
Mm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's if he's not here. I mean, and as I said to Tim, you can get a secondhand. Even now, you can get a secondhand Mavic 2 with 10 flights on it because they didn't like it, and then all of a sudden they've decided to sell it. Right. So you're getting yourself a brand new bloody drone, mate. $3,000 worth of stuff. That's why I bought mine. I bought mine for $2,000 and had about $3.5 worth of shit with it. And it done minimal work. And I got all the ND filters for it, all the extra batteries. Oh my god!
Yeah. Well, a lot of things is that like now, everybody wants to go out and buy the latest and greatest thing, and then they fly it a few times, and then they either get disenchanted with it, or either they get a little jittery because all the new rules and regulation, and it puts it on the shelf.
Yeah.
Like I say, when the minis start coming out, how many Mavic 2 Pros got shelved? Because everybody went out and bought minis because they said, well, I don't have to register nothing, like $5. You're scared of $5? I don't have to register nothing because it's below the weight, and I can go fly where I want to, and I don't have to worry about nothing and all this kind of stuff. And I said a lot of Mavic 2 Pros got benched.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people were buying it because they were under the misconception that because it was under 250, they didn't have to follow the same rules.
Right.
I heard a lot of people say that.
Oh yeah, a lot of them say I don't have to register it, and I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that.
I can fly over an airport.
Yeah, that's what they were thinking. You keep thinking that way. But like I said, a lot of other drones got benched because of that thinking. They go after these sub 250 drones and just go willy nilly and a lot of good drones
Yeah.
are sitting on somebody's shelf, and that's what makes me laugh when I go on these Facebook groups. People talking about, oh yeah, I broke out my old Phantom this and that, or my old Mavic Pro Zoom and stuff, and the batteries don't light up anymore. I'm like, well, you had it sit in the closet for like a year and a half. Yeah.
I just did my Spark batteries 2 days ago. I did my Spark batteries. That's still. I haven't been poor little bugger. It's not going out flying these days because the Mavic 3. I look at that and go, oh, who's going to take the Spark to the city to get footage? Not me. So
he was a proud papa about 2 years ago.
Or was I what? No, 4 years ago, Dre. 4.
And
4 years ago.
Matt, you
Yeah.
said
We
you
should do
were
another
live-
one with the Mavic 3 and the Mavic 2 and the Spark.
Well, what I did a while ago, maybe 2 years ago, I did a comparison between the Mavic 2, the Mavic Pro, and the Spark.
Mhm.
And I had that same location and flew the same sort of lines and all that sort of stuff.
Right, couldn't tell the difference, huh?
Well, I really messed with that Spark footage, though, brother. I tell you what.
Well, I mean, if you want to give people a good idea, don't fuck with it. Just do what comes out of the drone and show them.
Well, okay.
And
Look,
see if you can see a big difference.
Well, none of my
Matt would have a rash if he ever did that. Yeah,
I do it.
he would break out in hives.
I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't upload it. Be like, no.
And Matt, visual line of sight said taxation is theft, but by the books is the way to go. So register your scooter.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm not making money on that, so up your ring. All right. Look, there's not one bit of. Oh, yes, there is actually. I lie. There's a couple of videos there where I didn't touch the Spark footage. No, it's fine, all that sort of shit. But I always wanted to push some shit, And the difference with the footage is, you know what? I think the Spark footage I can make look better than the original Mavic Pro footage. That's straight off the camera of the Mavic Pro, because the Mavic Pro was very. I mean, the Spark camera likes light. It's got to have a lot of light too, but the Mavic Pro's camera is actually really mushy in the darks.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, in the dark it's really mushy.
Very much.
That camera, you actually had to really learn the settings on the original Mavic Pro. You could be slightly, I say, a little fuzzy on the edges, or a little slightly out of focus if you're not careful with that thing. So you almost got to double check when you're in the air, everything. Make sure the settings are spot on. But once you lock it in, it gives you excellent footage.
With the zoom, too, you had to change it while you're in air too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had to almost adjust it while you're in the air sometimes.
Hey, Paul. Yeah, I mean that's and when I've been flying the Spark for so long, those adjustments had to be really, really quick because I only had 10 minutes. Before I was bringing that thing back, so I was like, "Oh, get the shot!"
Yeah,
and that was really difficult to go through that process with the Spark because I was using a phone back then too, and it was just so tiny and everything. It was a pain in the butt. But you get that footage back and you really mess with it. But I did mess with that footage, so I was more or less going, what's the possibilities out of the Spark? You can still make that footage look really, really presentable, And it's not much to it really. And I did one video actually on improving 1080p footage, and it was just basically adjusting contrast.
Oh, so you should the auto setting in DaVinci.
Auto setting in DaVinci.
Is that bleeding? Is there blood coming out of that?
You see what Louis just said, Matt?
No, Just you hit the auto contrast, like the auto adjust click.
Oh my god! Have you ever done that? It sucks. Oh, dude. Oh my god.
You want to see one of Matt's very first videos and see how good his editing was?
I remember on my family.
I won't speak on that because I got some bad ones too, so I won't say nothing on that.
I remember when I had my Phantom 4, it was me, Ari, and Matt. And
on your Lloyd,
Ari changed the aperture, and I couldn't see it on the way back, and I lost my drone. That was pretty cool.
This was when the Spark was doing some freaky shit all by itself, like that movement there.
You
Right?
see this Paul Murray auto setting he's got going right here?
Yeah.
Look at it. See that?
You see that? It went.
It's drunk.
Yeah, I was trying to get it back. I was trying to get it back home, so I went. I probably wouldn't normally fly like this, but I just wanted to get it back.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it must be one of your first flights. Give you a benefit of the doubt, but okay.
It is. It was actually. I didn't have it very long, hey, and I was going the directest route back to where I was.
The Spark was acting like it was an Air One.
You see the thumbnail here, and then you go up to the newest videos. It's all bright, and colorful, and
Dude, I'm like him. I didn't know you could make thumbnails when I first started flying.
Exactly.
I just use whatever thumbnail that YouTube gave me.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
I used to do that. I really don't like doing thumbnails because I don't know how to be creative at all when it comes to that. And it wasn't until I was talking to what's his name, Brett down there, Gizmo, and he goes, because I'm trying to think of these things, and I didn't think of this before. And he goes, well, just go through YouTube and search what you've done and have a look at their thumbnails. I went, okay, yeah, okay. Let's see what's working.
So Matt's like, ooh, clickbait, 4K footage.
Oh, manual exposure.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I tell you, yeah, Spark done that a lot, Matt. Yeah, mate. Yeah. It was a bit of a freaky thing. Especially with a dog was chasing it actually on one of those days, and I didn't have the battery power to actually outrun the dog enough, so the dog and me to fly right around the block again to come back and land it. Oh no! And anyway, the dogs, there was like 4 of them, but one of them was the one after it, and the others was just chasing the dog that was after me drone. And I went to land it on the roof of my car. The dog jumped up on my car and scratched the shit out of me door. I couldn't do that, so I had to land it in my hand up here, and the dog's jumping up me, and the owners are just going, oh, get away from him. Get away from him. Come on. Over here. You fucking morons.
My Spark, that Spark that I got had some issues when I first got it. And then David hooked it up to, was that DJI Assist or whatever?
Assist.
Assist. Around with it. And whatever was going on with it, he fixed it. I guess there's a specific firmware that works really well with it.
Am I the only one that had an Air One?
Yeah,
no, I had an Air One.
You had an Air One? Okay.
Yeah, I traded for my first Phantom.
Yeah, I never did like. Well, you know what? I liked the Air One camera, right? It was better than the Mavic Pro. Yep, the Mavic Pro shot at 60, right? 60 megabits, right? The original Air was 120.
Yeah, so 100, 120. Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy. Excellent picture. That thing was always sharp quality picture on it all the time.
I liked it.
Yep.
Yeah. Now getting back to the Spark, the only thing I had with the Spark was I had to get an OTG cable. That's when mine started working right. Other than that, it had some issue. Once I got the little cable for the phone, worked perfect.
Yep, absolutely right there, mate. Because when you were Wi-Fiing it to your
phone and to your controller,
so many radio waves. Yeah.
What is on my right side? What is on my right side?
It looked like somebody was walking under your thing over there.
Where?
That's your day.
Under your flag right there on the right side.
Somebody was walking up. Justin, don't freak me out, bro, because I had some shit happen in the cabin.
What gets me, Justin, he act like he's scared to turn around. Dude, if somebody walk behind me, I'll be 360 in that chair so quick.
Dude, I've had some things happen at nighttime that y'all won't believe. Like
I swear I saw
doors opening.
There you go. At least turn around and look, dude.
Look. No, that fan was on a second ago. That's off now.
Oh, don't
we got the fan on? It was a minute ago.
Yeah, it was moving.
No, I saw.
Y'all gonna give Tim nightmares, man. Leave him alone.
The other night, I was dead asleep. I felt a hand like push me, and then it woke me up, and I'm like, "Fuck this!" And I stayed up the whole night. I couldn't.
We're gonna
yeah,
have
I
to
couldn't
we're gonna have to go to the replay on that one.
Even Dustin
You
said
straight
it.
up saw someone walk past them. Fuck off.
Dude, I
Yeah.
saw. A
Well,
foot on
you
the
should
wall.
you should have paid her.
That was
You should have paid her. She would have left you alone.
Yeah, we need a
You know,
video
we-
review.
Weird, some
Yeah,
weird
just
shit happening in
just
this
leave the money.
cottage.
Leave the money out. They won't steal your wallet that way.
Mm.
Where's the
shit's
replay, Justin? Look, you know where you saw it. Put the replay
Yeah,
on.
we go to the replay.
Yeah, if you saw something like that happen, let me fucking up because I've had some weird shit happening in this cottage. Seriously. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe that.
I like
Tim,
that.
you gotta stop smoking pot before bedtime.
I wish I started.
You know, I believe that. You know, the first time I met Tim, I thought Steve was his partner because Steve was living at his house, and I didn't know these guys. And he was living at his place, and he was shaving his head. And I thought, well, that's nice. No judgment here. You and your partner look nice together, and he did a nice job shaving your head. So I'm sure
and
you've
now
seen a lot of weird shit has gone on in that place. Yeah.
And now, since his
Been here
transition,
2
he's growing
weeks.
his hair out. So-
I thought he was your partner.
Oh man.
taking the estrogen at all. Yeah.
I kept thinking to myself, Steve could do better than that.
I feel bad
Steve
because
could-
he was only supposed to be here for a week, and then we
Yeah,
got
I did.
quarantined. He couldn't
That's
leave.
when they were both drunk for so long. They can't look at each other without being drunk. Jeez.
Yeah, you check it, Dustin, and send me a because
Yeah, clip it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds, movements, everything's been going on in this cottage.
I'm just looking back here. There's someone walking past your curtain, Tim.
Oh, fuck off! No, there isn't.
Yeah.
And he looks.
I'm looking at the replay. Looking at the replay.
Oh. Yeah, but you don't need anybody to live with you there. You're perfectly fine all by yourself.
I am fine by myself, right?
He's not by himself, mate.
Stop hallucinating.
Yes, I am by myself. How can you see underneath the flag when I was sitting like this anyway?
No,
You can
look,
see-
mate, look,
Because
there's
you can see through it. I
silhouette.
can see there's light coming through it.
You see straight through the window or whatever the hell it is behind it.
Yeah, that's my living room window. Yeah.
Yeah,
By the top door.
that's right. So if someone walks past that curtain, there's a silhouette of someone walking past that curtain.
There isn't. I want to see it first. I'll believe
Oh,
it.
you want to?
Yeah, well, that's
What
what
is-
we're looking for. Justin.
Rewind it.
I'll believe it then. I don't believe what y'all are just trying to freak me out.
Yeah, you thought you had trouble sleeping last night.
Hey, you want to see Tim when he went through his '80s porn stash phase?
Yeah.
I'd look
Oh, here
down
we
there.
go.
Oh man. That's the pills he's taking. He had them sent from Adrian. Okay. Just structure in the room behind it. No.
Gonna
Yeah.
share the screen.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Let me ask you something, Tim. Have you got any windows open there? Okay.
Well, look at him.
Whoa!
Yay.
Oh my god. Is that one I
That's
shaved?
good.
That was
Yeah.
Jim's last live stream.
It wasn't. You prick.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
but-
That was his last live stream.
Oh, Jim's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, he kept
Yeah,
on
must
going
be a
on
breeze
about
coming
because
in
I
somehow.
shaved my beard and
Okay, exactly right, JSK. Hey, Tim, have you got any windows open or anything?
no,
in your
no,
house?
like I said, in my office right here, my window's open, but I drawn the curtain because it was bright.
Well, turn
Is
your
there a
camera
wind
on.
blowing
Have a
in?
look.
You're saying this stuff like we could see anything. There you go.
That's I drew it closed because of the brightness.
Okay. So is the wind blowing through there at all?
Not really, a little bit.
So because your finger curtain there is moving all the time.
Like extensively.
Well, yeah, because of the air coming in there, but
I just
y'all
asked you if it was
said
blowing.
that-
You said wasn't.
yeah, but y'all said that you saw a foot. I want to see the foot.
Look
No,
at
no,
how
it wasn't-
much that thing's waving behind him. It's like,
No, no.
oh,
Yes, because of that window's open. I just said that.
You just said it
Oh,
wasn't
man.
blowing. You just said it was not blowing.
bro, it's
Here we
like
go again.
somebody's,
We're gonna go again.
it's like somebody's walking into it, and then it stays out. You see that?
If someone's holding it.
Yes, it's a little bit windy, but I closed it because it's really bright. Like
So
see?
what?
Bright.
Yeah, I know, but it's moving. It's moving while you close it. It's going again. I mean, didn't you just close it? Fuck it.
Y'all
off.
said you saw a foot on the floor. I want to see a foot.
I didn't see a foot above your head. If you look where your framing is, you can see the light coming through just above your head.
Yeah, that's my right.
But
That's
the
right.
stair-
So someone walks past that in the lounge, you can see their head, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't see a
Well,
foot.
In the lounge?
That's
They
my
call
lounge.
they call the living room the lounge.
Yeah.
Lounge. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Living room and lounge, yes. We just need a
Oh,
translator.
God, y'all
I-
are freaking me out.
I did, Lambo.
Bro,
I did.
make sure you leave your lights on tonight, Tim. I
What?
won't be drawing the curtains.
I drew the curtain because it's bright.
Well, I know. I'm saying don't turn your lights off later, though.
Yeah.
Well, Tim, I know you're afraid of doors, but you kept your outside door attached to the house, right? I mean, you don't have like a curtain on your outside door, do you? Because that finger's not going to keep people away.
I think he froze.
He has too. Look at him.
Oh, that's the ghost, man.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, but he's got the look of death going on right there. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's back again. Hello.
Dude,
mate.
I was waiting for him to be like, we come
Yeah,
back,
that
and
was
he's like wrapped up in the curtain. He's screaming, help.
That was yeah, fuck off.
That would have actually been funny if you would have been playing along. And now I know you actually are nervous.
You guys got
Yeah,
Tim
because
all
I've had
uptight,
some-
paranoia activity. Max think he's got drive-bys going on out and out back.
I've had some shit happen in the last
Flat
three
out.
But
days.
bunch of rules going by on scooters going to be real slowly by Max drive-by.
Okay, so what else happened besides you filling a hand?
Oh, now
just
he's feeling
lights
it.
turning on. Lights were turning on by themselves. The bathroom light that stopped working.
How old is this structure you live in?
That's,
About
I don't
20
know.
years old.
How old?
No. This whole land, it used to be a farming. They used to farm vegetables out back, and it's
Yeah, but how old is the building?
How old's your building?
Oh, this building was rebuilt just about 6 years ago.
6?
That's all new stuff, Bill.
So probably not too many people have died in your bathroom.
Well, you probably don't know. It's probably an
Besides the one hooker.
barrel ground building.
Don't say that, Gray. Oh, God. I don't want
The indigenous
Damn,
population
police
is
is
taking hold.
John,
You know how
Yeah.
those indigenous.
All of a
Graveyards
sudden,
are.
it's going to say they're here.
No.
yeah.
No, that's what you're going to see spelt on your wall while you're walking through the house.
No,
Yeah.
just weird shit happening. Weird shit. Windows being open when I woke
Just-
up when I know I closed them the night before.
If you're concerned about evil spirits like that, just say red rum 3 times looking into the
Oh,
mirror.
Here we go.
No, that's all right. No.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
Red rum, red rum, red rum. Yeah, you can do it.
You
Yeah,
might
that's
be
excellent.
psychic, though, Tim, because every time we say your name 3 times, you pop up.
Yeah.
He's appeared on my Ouija board. I don't know how that happened.
Mm.
Look, oh, JDS has got a nice little munch going on there. Look at that roast beef.
Yeah,
onions,
no.
multigrain.
Delicious.
Oh, geez, starting to get a bit hungry.
Tim, download a virtual Ouija board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that when I was kids. That's stupid shit.
No, download a virtual one. You can use your
Hang
mouse.
on. We're getting to something here now. You've been mucking around with Ouija boards since you're a kid. I think
haven't
you've
touched
been-
them in like 30 years.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've awoken a spirit who's attached itself to you.
Yeah.
You've obviously
30 years
done
for a
something.
spirit is like
Don't
that.
start.
nothing.
Don't start. All right. What about the Mavic 3 Pro?
No, that doesn't.
What about it?
It might be able to capture the ghost in
I
your
have,
house.
a, I, have a
Yeah,
serious, I have a serious question for Dre
What's up, bud?
because he's a smart guy and he's
Oh,
on like every decent drone out there. I have an Air 2S.
mhm.
And because of all your talk,
Thank you.
and I
Bill.
already knew about Mavic 2 Pros, but it's been so long since I even gave them a thought. I started looking up specs and looking up things and this and that. It's got a 1-inch sensor. It's got a variable aperture and like that. Is it going to do any better a job for me than the Air 2S is going to do as far as video is concerned.
Not really. No.
Well, I just see now Matt almost jumped in there.
Well, because Matt's going to talk about how he can play with the footage and blah blah this and that.
No, if I wanted to get into actually, because I'm an automatic guy. I'm lazy. I set it automatic.
Right.
Maybe I'll play with some settings. I do every once in a while. I play.
Right.
I won't get into what I do, but I do play with some settings here and I put some filters on, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fact that I own filters is it worth it to me, say, to go ahead and get an old Pro? Because I'm not going to spend money on a 3. Because I'm not doing it professionally right now. But I would like to up my game a little bit and have better video. Am I going to get any better results with the 2 Pro than I am with the Air 2S?
I know Matt may have some opinions. I'm not saying that the improvement is not going to be significant. There are some other things you can do through the things that the Mavic 2 Pro allows you to do, as far as the adjustable aperture and so forth. But as far as the output of the camera systems themselves, is very negligible. It's not.
As far as the bit rate, I mean, what is the 2 Pro? I didn't even look that up. I know the Air 2S is 150. Am I going to get more data with the Air 2S?
The Mavic 2 is only about 100.
It is 100, yeah.
I think it's 100.
Let me show you something though, Bill. Right?
You have to call your carrier if you want more data.
Exactly.
Now, what I
actually am spending more on my cell phone bill because of the meetup, because I use my phone as the internet source to stream that whole thing. So anyway, never mind. That's just funny. Funny you brought that up.
Hey Dennis, how are you? Let me show you something, Bill. Right now, when you're dealing with lights, LED lights and things like that, depending on what you're filming and all that sort of crap, as I said in the past, you can film at 12 o'clock in the middle of the day and you won't know the difference, right? You can film with anything. It'll get nice footage.
Right.
When you start having to mess with your shutter speeds and all that sort of shit to get exposure, which the Air 2S does, right? It relies purely on shutter speed and ISO.
That's all I've ever played with is shutter speed. All right, so go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay. And ISO. But go ahead.
Yeah. Now ISO is going to obviously introduce some noise and all that sort of stuff, which you don't want anyway. Now this here, I took off with the Mavic 3, which was no different really. If you're looking at the operation of the camera, it's no different than the Mavic 2, right? So you've got that adjustable aperture, 2.8 to 11, and this was in order, and I just took off and flew before I started recording, and I just pushed record to have a bit of a look around and what have you. Now, if you notice, the shutter speed on this is absolutely wrong, incorrect. It's in auto, right? It is incorrect because can you see that sign there?
Yeah. It's flashing.
And look at this. If you look at that, it's like a freaking like a wheel, right, going around. Now that's not doing that when you're looking at it with a fresh eye, right?
Right.
That's what happens with electronics, though. If you take your phone,
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. If you take your phone and look at a monitor and you're looking at something,
so the point is
the refresh rate.
Right.
Matt.
Now, yep.
Oh, okay. You're getting to it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I actually maximized the screen so I could see it better. Boy, I look terrible.
Right. Okay. This one here, I mucked around with a bit with the shutter speed. It is still not quite correct. If you can see that just flickering slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So that's still not right.
Mm-hmm.
Then where is it? This one here. Right. Now this is where I set it correctly. Over there, mother. Right. Okay. So this is where now the shutter speed is correct. Same image and nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it does on StreamYard. It looks like it does, but it's not. It's not on here. I don't know why it's doing that.
Now, I don't know if you remember, what was the original shutter speed on auto and what did you switch it to?
I have no idea what the original shutter speed was in auto, but I can tell you now I was at 1/60th at around about 3. aperture 3.
Hey, Bill.
1/60th. What was your frame rate? 30?
30, yeah.
30/60. Yeah. Well, I mean, I played with. That's exactly what I played with. You know, it's just doubling the.
That's right.
frame.
But
Right.
when you start to mess with your light, when you start getting lower light stuff, now you're dealing with a 1-inch sensor. And what are you going to do? You're going to go, oh, I wonder what I can do at nighttime with this. Your shutter speed is going to be wrong, right? You won't be able to get your shutter speed correct because you want to expose that image, and you don't want to push your ISO, especially with a camera that small, because once you start doing that, your image starts to go grainy. You have to
Grainy.
blah, 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 blah.
Blocky crop.
Yeah.
But the difference between the two would be the fact that you had the adjustable aperture.
That's right. You can keep your optimal frame rate, and you can get some exposure there without messing around too much. You still want to. You still want to. I mean, there are situations where you'll need to open the aperture right up or close it right up. One of the two. You know, exactly.
When you have a 4/3 sensor in that particular drone, is there going to be that much of a difference with the Pro versus the Air 2S?
Absolutely, there is, because it's dealing with the same thing. All it's doing, as I'm saying, all it's doing is it's a frame rate problem. It's what you're shooting at. It's your frame rate problem. Doesn't what camera it is.
Right.
If your frame rate's wrong, you're going to have all sorts of shit go down. There's lots of footage on YouTube where everyone's going, "Oh, look at this! It's fucking fantastic," and all that. And I look at it and I go, "Oh, fucking hell." That's just me.
But back to the original question. I mean, I can adjust those things in the Air 2S, but you're saying I'd have better results with a 2 Pro.
Well, you can't. This is what I'm saying. You don't adjust your shutter speed to get your exposure, which you are doing at the moment. And once you do that, you're getting your wrong shutter speeds for your frame rates. And this is when you get all that shit going on, because your frame rate is not correct.
Now
you keep your frame rate, adjust your aperture and your ISO. Your frame rate doesn't change. You've got the correct frame rate for your correct shutter speed for your frame rates.
Now, going back to your original question, that's why I was saying that's not really a big deal, because the Mavic 2 Pro, you're stuck at 30 frames per second.
Right.
The Air 2S, I believe you can shoot at 60 frames per second in 4K.
Yeah, 4K 60. Yeah.
Yeah, but you won't
5.430 and 4K 60.
You won't. Sorry.
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead. I'm just going to say that you have to do less adjustments if you're using 60 frames per second than versus you using 30 frames per second.
Come on, Matt. Finish reading Google.
That's what I'm saying, because I know you can change the frame rate on the Air 2S where you cannot change the frame rate up unless you lower the resolution on the Mavic 2 Pro. You drop down to 2.7, you can go to 60 frames.
Right.
But at 4K, you're stuck at 30. So you got to start. So you got to start playing with the aperture, start playing with your ISO and all that kind of stuff to get the most out of it. Where with the Air 2S, if you bump up to 60 frames per second, you might have just to do one little extra tweak. That's it, and you're good. Instead of 3 or 4 tweaks. Because what happens 9 times out of 10, you get up in the air and you say, "Okay, I've done this, done that. Okay, looks good enough. Let's go." Because no matter what we do, as soon as we turn the bird on, we're all concerned about one thing: battery life.
Yeah.
Even though we got 30 minutes to fly, we all get wrapped up about, well, battery life. I don't want to waste all my battery time just trying to do all these adjustments. And then I can't go fly and get what I want anyway. So that's in our own heads, you know. No, I'm just saying. That's why I say it's negligible at the best. I mean, like you say, Matt, it just about every drone in daylight ain't no big deal.
Yeah.
But like I say, you guys, Bill, I say, well, Bill, how often you go out and fly at night? I don't hardly fly at night at all.
Yeah.
I flew last night with my Mini 2.
I'm 61 years old. I keep my ass in the house.
Yeah. But you know what? I can't send that footage to a production company.
No.
Right? And if I was flying an Air 2S, Justin, if I was flying an Air 2S, I would not be able to give that to them if I had a shutter speed problem.
Right.
It'd be a total waste of time.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. If here's what you're using it for. Like I said, I'm looking what Bill's going to use it for himself, yada, yada, yada. And I say, for what he wants to do with it, it ain't worth the time or money to go back and buy a
Well, I mean, it might come a time I
Maverick.
want to sell my whatever shot. I get a great shot. I want to post it and sell it.
Yeah, you want to post it, but I'm saying Matt's talking about production company work.
Right.
There's a big difference in production company work and posting something at Shutter, whatever it's called, Shutterbox.
Shutterstock.
Yeah, Shutterstock or whatever else. Is a different type of requirement that you're going to be trying to meet. So, I mean, production company, yeah, you might need something where you need more tweaks to play with.
Right.
If you're just trying to get a nice shot like the one behind you in your background, that's not going to require a whole lot of tweaking.
Okay,
You know?
Bill. So what Dre and Matt drug out for 20 minutes, they're pretty much saying just do better. Okay.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I said, my thing is, if you learn more about, especially daylight shooting, if you learn more about filters and the sun angle, all this kind of stuff, you'll get good stuff. You know.
Well, it's just Matt's directing traffic again.
Yeah, I did.
Well, even when you're talking NDs and all that sort of thing, there's a massive thing when it comes to ND filters, where it's where if you've got aperture, you can, if your ND filter is not quite right for the shot, aperture will allow you to leave that drone in the air and adjust your aperture to get that that exposure.
Well, that's the big advantage, right? You don't have to bring it down and change whatever. But right.
That's if you're worried about double your frame rate, right? But if you're not doing things for other people and all that sort of shit, then it really doesn't matter, mate. It really doesn't. I mean, you know.
I mean, do you hold to that? I mean, at the time, because I don't even remember half of what I read, but I tried 4K 60 with a 120 shutter speed, you know, just to see, you know, just to get that cinematic turn and its cinematic look and like that. And it looked all right to me, but my eyes aren't that great in my old age. I don't know. I don't know if it was better or not. I don't know if it gave me a better result or not. But if I did that, you can change your aperture settings to let a little more light in. Right?
Well,
I mean, they capture more light.
Yeah.
But Bill, what I'm taking, what you're talking about is what some people, Matt, talk about matching, film matching. Like you're talking about production work. You need to make sure your footage can match their footage. A lot easier. Now, with that being said, just like the video Matt showed that I shot, he put up there, how you fly is probably more about being cinematic than actually what the camera's capturing. If you fly smoothly, know how to not overcompensate when you're flying. You know, just let the drone kind of like almost like you're flying in Addy mode. You let it drift a little bit. That comes off more cinematic than doing anything else.
Yeah.
You may have the wrong shutter speed and everything else, whatever else, but how you fly the drone makes a big difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I always tell people, and what I do is mapping. You can outfly the camera. You fly the drone too fast, you're gonna have blurry shots. That's just a matter of fact. You know, that's why a lot of times I get these KML files from these clients, and I have to. They have it set at flying about 25 miles per hour. I'm like, oh heck no, I'm not flying this thing at 25 miles per hour. I have all kind of blurry shots, so I have to slow it down to about 14 miles per hour. So I make sure
you capture enough data, like Curtis says, you can fix things in post as well, as long as there's something to fix. As long as you have
depending upon what you're shooting. Like I say, when you're doing ortho mosaics, you can't fix blurry. Blurry is going to be blurry. You can't fix that, so you have to slow the drone down.
Right.
So that even with that mechanical shutter, it gets a sharper shot because it's not moving as fast. If I shoot the same grid, ortho mosaic, hey, I see you, Justin, at 25 miles per hour, I'm probably going to have over 50% blurry shots, and I can't fix that in post.
Yeah, that's the other advantage we didn't even talk about. It's got a mechanical shutter on it. Well, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to sell my R2S and buy a Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah, cheap as shit, mate. Cheap as shit, and you'll get an amazing freaking drone. It really is.
So I was going to shorten up the second part of your question from them so you remember later. Get on their level is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God.
do better.
Do better. Get on their level. That's
See, that's the thing, right? And when you're flying, especially when you're in auto and you got to pay and you're paying attention to what the shutter speed's actually doing. Now, when I was flying the Mavic 2 in the city, it was the shutter speed was 130, right? 130. That's as slow as it's going to go. But you have to change the way you fly. You can't be as fast as you can, otherwise, all video. I'm not talking stills either, but video is going to be blurry, even at 30 frames a second, because if your shutter's open for longer, you're just going to be blurred up.
Right.
So you have to change, especially yawing. Now, yawing's probably one of the worst things for it, right? If you're going to yaw, it just looks terrible anyway. But that's going to be just blurry, very, very quick movements. So anyway, as your shutter speed changes, change the way you fly. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's something I discovered too. If I'm going to yaw to the left, I slide the I slide the drone to the right while I'm doing it, and it smooths it out.
It does. And what you'll find with a say an orbit, and you've got a point of interest right in the middle, right? Say it's a lighthouse, right? And you've got your shutter speed set low because it's low light conditions and all that sort of shit. If your yaw, and this is why I always say, if you're going to change your speed, if you're going to change the speed of your orbit, never try and chase it with your left stick, right? Because that adjusts your yaw. Always try and catch that speed with your right stick because that's a lot smoother and you won't see it. So if you've got that set nicely and all that sort of stuff, your shutter speed can be good. That center POI is going to be fucking beautiful, right? It's going to be in focus and everything in the background is going to be blurred, which is great, right? If you're after that sort of look, as long as you keep that center point centered on your screen, that's going to be in focus and beautiful. Anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly, Jim. Love listening to BS.
Yeah, and to sum it all up, like I tell people, don't be afraid to fly slow. Slow and smooth. Slow and smooth.
Oh.
You always can get better results. Slow and smooth. And then once you get good at it, you can start speeding up and it's just be smooth.
Matt, you might be on the wrong doing the wrong thing there. Curtis is up to 9K watch hours on those 4 videos. Maybe you should start putting some of your music on YouTube.
I don't want 100K on 4 videos, really. If I was to do that, because my music would be good, you know. Anyway,
I was talking to Curtis about that, and I was like, it might be a good thing for him to really get subscribers and people coming back to his channel if he kind of lets people just rip the music and use it. Because it's going to keep a lot of people coming back if they know they are able to use clips of it. Because he's getting a lot of watch hours, but if people start, because people are clipping his music, that's happening. And if he starts copywriting people, I think it would be worse because then they're not going to want to go back to his channel if they're really enjoying his music and wanting to use it. He'll keep them coming back. He'll be getting those watch hours. He can monetize very easily once he hits 1,000. I mean, if he's getting that kind of watch hours, imagine if you had a catalog of a couple hundred videos on there.
Yeah. Oh, where are we? Here we go. No. I'll show you something. Oh God.
That's just something I was thinking about.
Dre's seen this footage here. I had to try, right, because I didn't have much time. I had to try and fly this ship, right? And it's hooking along, so I had to do this orbit in sports mode, right? So we on our Twitch it is. So this is a Mavic 2 in sports mode. Oh, that's not that quick. But anyway, this is in sports mode, trying to do a bloody orbit. I'm trying to keep up with that boat. Oh my God.
Should have called Paul.
I should have.
Yeah.
He'd have told you exactly what to do.
See that line of sight there?
He would have been
beautiful.
He would have walked you through it, took that footage, threw it right through Movie Maker. You would have had yourself
made it. Oh, hang on. Oh, I told Wedgenby yesterday. I told Paul yesterday. I said, I've got to go now. I've got to clear my browser history before the next live show because he always wants me to show that, doesn't he? Now seeking therapy. She tried up at the window. That's right. Do you think it's time to stop? Why are you running away? But anyway, I got to end this, mate. It's nearly bloody 1 o'clock
Yes,
here.
Gary.
Shit to do. Got to nick off. Got heaps to do. It's my Saturday normal bullshit. So anyway, yeah. So go get a Mavic 2. Wow. Get what you like, mate. Anyway, why not? Oh, what's Bill got? Here we go.
This is something I did.
Oh, fuck off, Gary.
Really nice was, yes, this is cool, and the lighthouse is very.
You don't want to hear that boring shit. This is my first. I mean, this is a while ago. This is the Air 2S doing a little orbit.
It's a lot of people on that railing.
Yeah, they waved at me too a couple of times.
I don't know if I trust that many people up on that thing.
This is the Jupiter Lighthouse. But I did all right. For manual. First try. A little off.
That's what
It
I've
gets-
always.
it gets better.
That's what I've always said about Paul Murray. If there's one person that can orbit a moving freaking object, dude, he's good at it because it's hard enough doing a stationary object like that. Doing it manually.
I orbit boats quite a bit. Actually, I do that in this video. But I don't know.
No, that's all right, mate. That's nice and smooth. But did you see?
I made it easy on myself. I'm kind of far away, but go ahead. What?
Did you see what I mean about catching that back into center with your yaw instead of your slew there?
Yeah.
Because that's where you got the jerky, right? Because that's your yaw, that's your left stick. That's what's doing it. Not now. You did. I mean, shit. There's only been one, But you wanted to center that again, so you used your left instead of your right one, which gave you that jerky. Yeah.
Yeah, right
Like
there.
that. Like
Right
that
there.
one.
There's the second one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but there you go.
I think I get closer to it. Yeah, here we go. I haven't even looked at this in a long time.
I heard that.
Sorry.
Yeah, look at that.
It's all right.
Akaracho, you got that right.
They had no cranes around.
Mm-hmm.
We're not bad, right?
Are you in cinematic mode?
Oh, he is, Joe, for sure.
I have no idea. It's a long time ago. I don't think I even thought of it. I think it was a normal.
I knew it. I knew it. How you doing, Gary?
Hey, what's going on? How come?
Hey, Gary.
Hey, I haven't got a whole lot of time. I'm in between periods in this hockey game. So, look, we got 29 likes. Can somebody else just hit the goddamn like so I can get back?
Yeah, can we get it to 40?
Come on. No, I'm happy at 30. I haven't got time
Okay.
for bullshit.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Just one like.
How many laps are we doing of this lighthouse? Is this like what do you call it? NASCAR, where you keep going around and around and around?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gary. Am I interrupting your hockey game with my lighthouse?
Yeah, no, 33, 33 likes. We're okay.
I'm one more like.
I got 32. So we're good.
32, come on.
Yeah, come on.
33 then.
Yeah, I'm out. See you later. It's been fun.
Nothing else good here. All right, that was
Okay.
it. I just saw it.
Well, at least I've seen Gary.
What the hell was that?
See you, Dre. See you, Dre. Jay's
squirrel.
See you, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks for getting that over to the 30 mark, mate. 32.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Well
Yeah.
done. Gotta love
Well
that.
done, Gary.
All right.
I should probably like the stream, huh?
Look, squirrel.
33.
Way 33.
I disliked it in protest.
34.
34, come on. Let's get 35.
Why is everybody so obsessed about the likes? It doesn't make a difference.
Oh, it doesn't. It's just a bit of fun these days. 37.
Yeah,
Holy
it's a bit
shit.
of fun.
It was my
No,
video.
Yeah.
35,
Yeah.
come on, 35.
It was your video. It's really. Mate,
That's a nice area. That's a beautiful area to fly, by the way.
No,
So
let's
that
get it
whole
40.
thing, that beach, everything, it's just really nice. It's there.
It looks nice. It looks like, you know, who does have some nice areas too. Dave Lorenzo, right?
Yeah.
He flies some really nice places.
Well, he goes to that spot actually.
Yeah.
That's in his area.
No, it's fantastic. He does a really good job too. His editing's always been a little bit unique too, with what he does. I've always liked the way he mucks around with his software. I'm not too sure what he uses, but he does. It's down to 35 now. God, fuck, I tell you. Now it's 36 now.
It went down.
Oh, no, 40.
Hey, Justin, check message.
No, I see 30. I see 37.
What orbit video? Oh, what's he got here? Hang on. Better not be any of those naked women that brings me all the time. Fucking hell. What have we got here? Skip ads. Right, okay.
Blah, blah.
There you go.
Oh, here we go. This is Curtis here doing an orbit underwater.
Well done.
That's not underwater.
Oh, that is.
Where's his orbit? Oh, there it is there. Okay, so he's chucking it in there. Oh, here we go. All right, okay, that's from the top view.
Do I hear 40?
Well done.
Gathered in their masses, just like witches. That's kind of freaky.
Yeah, it's got like two faces: the face of the drone and the face of that controller.
Yeah, it's like that's a simulator, isn't it? It is. That's not.
I think it's a 3D rendering of what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah. That looks like an old tire, maybe. That.
Okay, 37.
10 feet, 10.5 feet, 10.5 feet deep. There you go.
Matt, Curtis says it's at the beginning, you silly.
Yeah, I know. I already played it. I played the beginning twice. I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool, man. All right, got to roll, mofos. All right, thanks very much for joining me, Bill. Good to see you again, mate. Always nice to catch up with you.
Thanks for sending me the link. Actually.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. Hit me up, man. If you ever want to pop on, just fucking send me a message, man, and I'll send it off to you. If I forget, you know.
I do every week, and every week ignore me. But thank you this week.
Do I? Sorry, mate.
Next week will
Panel's week. I understand.
Next week will be 200.
It could be. It could be. Yes. I haven't checked my analytics yet, but if so, I will be looking at that, and I'll be advertising the fact. I'll put a video out, getting everyone in, and all that sort of shit. And let's see what we can do with some
200 what?
200 live show.
Oh,
You'd have been at like 220 if we wouldn't have kept canceling.
250, 250, 260, one of the two. Don't undersell me, mate.
300 by now.
Right. All right, got to roll, mofos. Let's go like that. Yep, that's.
Like, I gotta check back on the live.
Yeah, go there and watch that dude fucking walk past you.
You fucking walk past. Nobody can prove it.
Actually, I couldn't call it walking. It was more like floating. All right, I've got to go. It was no. It was just like on a skateboard. I don't know what happened there, but anyway.
You're a freak.
You just got my link, Jim. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Like he just did.
Well done, Jim. Well done.
Fuck's sake.
Where's Chris at? Is he in the waiting room?
Yeah, is Chris in the green room yet?
Chris Wedgeworth. I haven't seen him today, actually.
Yeah, he wasn't in the chat at all tonight.
No,
I didn't see him.
He might be busy.
Yeah, he might have been stuck in the green room this whole time.
Yeah.
Hooroo, Mika.
Hooroo,
See you, mate. All right, got to roll, mofos. So thanks very much for popping in once again, Dominic, Tim, droning.
No worries.
Listening to me, droning gaming.
But I needed help with the aperture settings on the Mini 1.
Yep. Oh, okay. No worries.
God.
Yeah.
Aperture on the Mini 1.
Yeah, we'll leave it at 2.8. How about that?
Well, I
Here it
usually
is.
tuck it into 2.9, but
Yeah,
That's
Chris
no,
Wedgeworth says it's in the green room.
seems to be the sweet spot for that drone.
Yeah, 2.8.
Right,
It's red.
there you go.
Probably wouldn't adjust it from there. It's really good. 2.8. It's a beautiful
Paul
thing.
Wedgenbig wants the Matt Bump song.
Oh yes. Okay.
no, you didn't do a map.
If your pathetic channel's smaller than me, let me give you a mad bump. And if your channel's doing pathetically, let me give you a mad bump.
Okay, now we're just
Wait,
playing.
can
the
you hear
song
that?
without
Because
doing anything.
I just heard Paul go. Oh.
Yeah, that's Paul's now very relaxed. It doesn't take him long, and now he's got the replay. He can play that back as much as he likes to. Gets
Hey,
his
Chris.
missus in the mood too, apparently.
Yeah,
That's all.
it is, Chris.
It's going to be
Yeah,
some
it is, mate.
loving in that household tonight. Now, don't worry about that.
Oh,
Chris
great.
Wedgeworth,
He is here now.
he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, he is.
I can't stop.
Three
until
more
we get
likes,
three more likes.
Nazar. 3 more likes. I don't think Chris Wedgeworth has pushed the like yet. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Come on, hit the like, Chris.
Oh, there we go. Finished. Good on you.
Did you even hit,
Oh
did you
my
even hit
god.
40 people tonight?
Sorry.
Did you even hit 40 people tonight?
We hit about 38 at one point.
Not
Got
at once.
37 likes.
Not at
We
once.
hit about 38 at one point.
Did I?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Righto.
Yep.
Must have been when Dre was explaining things.
Yeah, exactly.
They dropped off back to 15 after that. All right. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, guys, for popping on. I'm going to play this bloody thing that I've got here. Why not? There we go. So see you all later. Eh? Thanks everyone in the chat.
Everybody wait till the end to see the last name on the list.
Yeah. I think I'm fourth last.
That's the reason I stay right to the end so I can see that last name on the list.
Yeah.
That's why I put it there. I wanted you to stay, Bill.
Yeah. You know, I know when it went up is when I shut up for about a half an hour because I was shopping for Mavic 2 Pro drones. That's when I was quiet for that long period of time. It's your fault. That's what I was doing. I was looking.
Aren't they? They're cheap.
Always got to check the spelling.
Like I got like 6 tabs open.
Yeah, man. Yeah, just check before you do that. They check the battery charges, check the production date. You don't want them anything from around August 2011. The batteries, because they were problematic around then, dropping cells and all sorts of shit. So anything after that is quite okay. 2018, sorry.
I was going to say 2011. No, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't buy that.
Yeah, no, 2018. So around August. If the batteries around August, they've got a production date on them. You can check in the Go4 app, which you'll need Go4, and get that from the DJI website, not the app, because the app won't work from the App Store or fucking whatever the iPhone one is. So get it from the DJI website, and your app will work fine. But that all depends on whether you want to, fly with an Air 2S with a smart controller or something like
Good luck
that.
with that, Gary.
Because the Mavic 2 Pro, you have to fly with an external device, either your phone or an iPad, right? What I find is a massive difference, although I do hook up the iPad still, obviously, to my Mavic 2, and I'm still happy with that. But flying the Mavic 3, totally different ball game. When you just pull it out, off you go. It's all in front of you. So that's another selling point too for what you might want to look at.
Yeah, but you're using the Pro controller, which is a whole nother, big investment. You're using the Pro, RC Pro, right?
Not the RC Pro, I'm just using the RC. The RC.
Leonard asks if JSK Enterprise is on there.
Are you happy with the RC?
Absolutely, yeah. Look, to be quite honest, I haven't looked at the difference between the RC and the RC Pro. I might look at that a bit later and just see what the differences are. They're obviously going to have to be some sort of difference because it's a $1,600 bloody controller here in Australia, right?
No, 11 to 12 here. But the processor strength, the speed of the reaction of the app, I don't know. I've heard negative things.
I find it very laggy. It can be
There it
laggy,
is.
especially
Here it is.
Uncle Bill's Toys, right on the arse end there. I do find it a bit laggy sometimes when I'm changing between screens and changing my apertures and all sorts of shit. That I use the wheel more or less for the aperture changes and all that. But when you're going into that little section there down the bottom and in the pro settings and you start sliding shit across, sometimes it is laggy, very laggy, and trying to catch up and go because the processing power, like they've done with their smart controllers and all that sort of shit in the past, they've made them absolutely piss weak when it comes to the processing power, because they don't want you to put anything on there, because once you do put on there, the whole system crashes. So no one puts shit on there then. You know, they don't want third party fucking shit going on. There's no way my phone's quicker. There's no way in hell I should have a controller that's working that slowly.
Right.
You know, because your phone's quick as shit. You know, there's no reason why a controller can't. And they only do that to dumb that shit down so they don't fucking use that other shit on there, which we all like to use. But anyway, but aside from that, really, it has changed the way I fly. It is good. It is good. So anyway, go Oilers. Woo! Am I on the list yet? JSK, isn't he on the list?
I'm not sure if I saw it.
Is he on there?
We might have to.
Surely. He's been around for a long time. Or JSK, I would imagine he'd be on there. Oh, anyway. All right, I'm going to drop that out there. I'm going to drop you boys out. Thank you very much once again. And yeah, man, off we go. All right, take care. Oh, thanks very much, everyone. Thanks for popping on the panel, everyone who did. And Chris Wedgwood, Maker, Brant, thanks for coming at the end there, Gaz. My God, JSK, and everyone else in the chat that popped on in. Thanks for popping in again for another week. I think next week, maybe the 200 show, maybe. I'll have to check that out. But if not, it might be the week after. But, you know, I'm looking at replaying a few things from the past and all sort of shit because we had a really good laugh there for quite some time. Anyway, have a great weekend, have a great week, and we get to do it all again next week. And I'll catch you. Check your messages before you get off. Oh, hang on. I should call him Gary Wedge and Big. God, make me do things. What do we got here? Wedge and Big. Oh, holy shit bags. Can I make that? No, I can't. Doesn't matter. I'll do that. Have a look at this. Oh, Wedgie. Look at that. That Jay Leno's place? Is that the one? That's with the Mavic 3, folks. Mavic 3. Whoops, that's off. There you go. I'm not even going to tell Paul about that because he gets upset when I talk about his footage. Nice stuff, Paul. Nice stuff, mate. Good on you. All right. Yes, it is. Right. Okay. No worries. All right. Take care. I'm going to end this one. Have a good one. See you later. Thanks very much. Bye-bye for now. And broadcast.